Okay. Oops, there we go. I'll tell you want to flip-flop it like a fish. There we go. That should be okay. Well, what the fuck? Well, what the hell happened here? Oh, I'm gonna just have to blame my friend, and I tell you what. There we go. Alright, get the jacket on. It'd be chilly. There we go. Okay, there we go. Make sure I don't drop anything. Brr. Brr. It's a little chilly. That's a lot chilly. Oh, but I asked my turn. I like MacArthur. I do return. There we go. Yeah, olive green. I should get it. It's kind of fugly green. Oh. This is kind of a fugly ass little green, I don't know why. Well, you know what I could do is maybe add like darker plum and darker olive green to it. You could do that. Well, honestly, I should probably at least have one of these max loaded just for the sake of you know, assurance. But nah. So, you know, this is oh, my battery on that, it'd be dead. Shit. Well, that's a bummer. I'm gonna need to replace the battery. Shit. I love ASMR of guns. Gun ASMR. Gun ASMR. You can go right there and chill. You can be nice and chill. Actually, you know, I'll put you right back in your little case. Go right in there. Yeah. I think I'll move you over a little bit. Because I might jam with you. I have this whip out the guitar for a jam session too. Boop. Right. Alright. Oh, that cotton candy's in your store. Okay, if I need it. I don't know why I need cotton candy, but... There we go. Cool.
Go now. Suzuki is dreaming. He's gonna get banned because Harley was playing. And
Roses. I mean, as long as it's low, like, I recently discovered that YouTube's loosened up their copyright shit a little. Not entirely, just...
I'm more surprised at fucking dog shit.
That wasn't a dog, that was you.
When in doubt, blame the Doge.
Alright, that's my job, not yours. Let's see why, I got all jacked. Here, hold on, let me do this real quick. Oh my god. There we go.
I say the statement again. When in doubt, blame the Doge.
Well, the seat, yeah. The seat being broken is indeed the Doge.
I like how we just all say Doge now, because it's Devon.
Well, it's because of the meme, the Doge. You know the origins of it, right?
No, I have no fucking clue.
It's based off of this Facebook post that, like, this Japanese couple took of their dog, their Shiba Inu, and it was in a really cute little position, and basically the post was like, look at our cute dog. But they misspelled dog and put an E at the end of it, so it was Doge.
Doge!
And ever since then, it became a little meme.
Get your big ass out of the way, dog.
Yeah, dog, you and your little fat ass. Do you mind, pup?
Your dog is dumb. Nigga, you don't know better.
Pup, here. Back your little booty up.
Unplug.
Back your little booty up. That's not backing your booty. Oh my god. Okay. That works too, I guess.
Not really.
Aw, cute baby.
He's not cute, he's in the way.
He's a little nut. He's just a nutball.
He's in the bloody way.
How's that my problem?
The fuck? Oh. Glad I explained that. I'm unplugged. They unplugged me. So you didn't want to hear my nonsense babble?
No, really.
Boo! Get off the stage!
Doing with him?
Nothing.
You poor baby. You poor dog. Being abused by this man right here.
Not abused. Tortured. Get it right.
What are you doing with those?
I don't know, make him a lobotomy later.
Talk of the unvaccinated SKMC. Me, other vaxxed? No. I'm already vaxxed, sir.
See, unvaccinated. Fetch my coat.
Yeah, you could be fetching shit.
Fetch my coat, boy. Fetch the coat part over the beach.
Still pissed at Zoo? Nah, he's fine. He's fine for now.
Where's your roommate at anyway?
Huh?
Where's your roommate at anyway?
He's either with his fiance's or his mom's.
What, you guys have a lover spoil?
Huh?
What, you guys get in an argument or something?
No. Nah, he just visits usually every other weekend or every weekend if he can help it.
What I find funny. It's supposed to be fucking engaged, whatever.
Also, student loan, the relief got put on hold. I know about that. I was talking about that at the beginning of last stream. Well, not last stream, but last night. So, according to Oakland News, I watched the government's not going to renew its contract with the vaccine makers. Next year, each shot could cost up to $150. Fucking course. Well, better get your boosters while you can, because if not, then you're just kind of fucked. Unless you got 150 a pop on your ass. Great. You gotta love it.
Oh, what? Are they gonna make, vaccines?
Huh?
Or are they gonna start charging for vaccines now?
Yeah, because, you know, the for-profit, you know, pharmaceutical industry gotta make sure they make their profit. Yeah, I'm trying to think of some songs I remember playing. I think I might figure that one out. Even my stepdad thinks that's dumb as fuck. He's old enough to remember that polio vaccine is a part of the generation that saw how good getting vax was and didn't question it. And was he also one of the people that questioned the COVID vaccine too? But yeah, it's like, I remember back my day, we got our vaccines and just took it like a fucking man and shut it up about it.
Hey man, I fucking hate needles and I got my fucking
I mean, it's, yeah, like, well, that's kind of the point though. Like, that's kind of like, because his stepdad is a far-right Trump, you know, neo-Confederate father's Confederacy type. And yet even he's like, I remember back when the polio...
My brother's a Confederate-loving jackass, and he got his fucking vaccine.
Well, I mean, the reason why I say is because a lot of those type of dudes tend to be, like, the major, like, anti-vax types, for the most part, because they don't trust, like, the liberal fucking, like, gov or whatever the fucking weird shit.
I don't trust the government, but I still got my... Well, actually,
yeah.
I got bribed to get my vaccine, but that's beside the point.
Well, yeah, because we all forced you. No, you got vaxxed without whining. Oh, wow. So, I guess, you know, another part where he's broken clock right twice a day. So, that's at least good.
I know. Good old Stefan. Rip City paid us to get vaccinated. Technically, never paid in cash. They paid me in a
It's my stepsister who doesn't want to get vaccinated. Speaking of that, she's turning down a good 20 an hour job because the hospital requires vax. And that's just fucking stupid because, I mean...
Wait, $20 an hour.
And one of the requirements is that you have to be vaccinated, but his sister's...
Fuck yeah, sign me up! I'll take a needle in the arm to make $20 an hour.
Yeah, I mean, it's... Yeah, like, turning down a pretty decent job, but because, oh, my personal fifi's not wanting to get, like, the 5G in me or some weird shit. Like, I'm not gonna take it, so...
I'm gonna get a magnet in my arm. Bullshit.
Even though there is none in them.
Huh?
Even though there is no, like, magnets and shit in them and stuff.
Yeah, I know. I tried that with my, like... I saw that stupid shit on, like, fucking,
Yeah, where she couldn't even, like, do it properly either. There's a way to have, like, you know, things stick to you, like spoons and shit, where she was trying to do that, and she didn't even do it right. Like, there's a way to where you can have condensation and have, like, your, like, a spoon, like, you know, just wet enough to where you can have it, like, stick to you a little bit. Like, there is a way to do it, but it's not because there's a magnet in you. It's actually kind of a common trick a little bit that people do sometimes. If they're familiar with how it works.
Then again, I'd love to have some magnets in me. Hell yeah, you know how many fucking screws and bolts I fucking lose? You know, wonderful.
Just have it just like, boop. Got all my bolts just magneted right here. All my
power, bitch! Wah! Just have all the bolts come to my hand.
The worst you have to do is clean toilets. I mean, it's not that horrible. It just depends how bad they are.
What?
Toilets.
Toilets where?
Hospital, I'm assuming.
Oh, God. Actually, hospital toilets are some of the cleanest toilets. Move!
Well, yeah, because they have to keep them sanitized and shit, you know, in order to not have...
Are you really gonna make me go over you fucking lazy ass?
Yeah, he's a lazy dog. Oh my god, that baby boy.
I'm gonna suck tack you now. Bitch.
You leaving now? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Wow, I see how it is. Such a jerk.
I know I am.
You just fucking just do your work here, barely say anything to me, and then you just fucking leave. Some friend you are, sir.
Sir, you're the one who left. Fuck you, bro.
Well, I already was telling you that anyway, and, you know, but...
You left first, so fuck you, bro.
You technically did, and then you came back. So, yeah, whatever. No one's winning this.
You left first! You dirty
You left me!
Whore!
You left me for that fucking whore, how dare you!
You left me for some dirty, disgusting, disease-ridden fucking whore! I hope you get Hep C, you fucking bitch! Should've been after. Would've been a really good one.
That's what he gets. That's what you get. A little
Oh, don't be going that for me. Do that for disease-ridden whores.
Well, yeah, okay, I'll do one for them too. That's actually kind of a good little yeah, the disease whores actually had a pretty good little with that one. Oh my god. He's gonna hurt himself.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
You most certainly are. I could see it happening right now. He's playing with a mousetrap.
I also don't think this is fucking... I also think this mousetrap is broken, actually. Yeah, because this is supposed to be a place that this fucking hooks.
No, it's supposed to be the other way. Yeah, I can...
Oh, wait, wait, I'm doing it wrong. That... Excuse you, trying to... You gotta take me out on a date first before you can play with my nipples.
See, it already almost happened. He was able to do a recovery. Oh my lord.
You old bitch. Come on, lock in place. Come on. Come on.
He's gonna do it.
I'm gonna do what? Snap my fucking hands?
I've got a nerd, cherry brown. They always frown. Actually, that will technically have to be up here. because it goes down here too. Just kind of figured. I mean, it's actually a really easy lick, but just kind of figuring out the lick to a California Uber Alice. But it's honestly not really that hard. It's in E, but Joe Biafra actually figured the lick out just playing it on a bass. Which, that's why it's really honestly a very easy lick, because it's actually mainly a bass lick.
Oh, there we go. I got it. Now, I gotta gently set this fucker down.
Oh my lord. That was not exactly gentle, but hey, it's in there now.
What?
Yeah, it's in there, but that wasn't exactly gentle. Don't just leave it there, just armed.
Why not?
Ain't nothing gonna get it.
Actually, I wonder if the trap even works.
It does.
Put pressure on it.
You actually have to put pressure on it.
I am not releasing. I don't dare put my finger there. I'm not that stupid.
Well, you might have to do it.
Fuck that. I remember these hurting like really bad.
There you go.
Nah, I must have reloaded. You know what? I have often wondered how the fuck these kill rats.
The rat, like, usually steps on her and puts their, like, little head above that
Oh
little
yeah,
chute
that's right. It's
and
supposed to like fucking
break their neck.
break their neck.
Yeah. Which is so bad even drug dealers are upping prices. Well, yeah, because they need to afford food, too. So, of course, that shit's gonna
And
be
drug
up there.
dealers you need too, guys. Support your local drug dealer. Am I supporting drug dealers? Question?
I do.
It's loaded. I think you got a defective mousetrap. Holy shit. That's old ass phone. Hello, President of the United States of America. Go fuck yourself. Alright, before I leave, does anybody remember the Nokia bricks?
What, like those little bricks? Or like the big bricks?
No, the big bricks.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't obviously alive, you know, for them in their peak.
I was alive for like the tail end of the bricks.
Yeah, I mean, I have, because I've seen them before. Like, I mean, there's been...
I also remember, like, car phones.
Yeah.
Like, I remember car phones being a thing, and I was like, how is this a good idea? Like, Americans are stupid. You want to sell, like, big blocky-ass phones in cars? That's just it's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah. That's why texting and driving's usually pretty horrible.
Well, no, we're talking, like, there used to be, like, center console, you fucking pull it out, and there used to be, like, a phone. I think it was, like, more of your, like, upper luxury cars. I don't remember which ones, but maybe somebody in your group chat can, was probably alive back then. What else ancient ass old farts?
I mean, I've had my doubt, but I don't know. I mean, it's like those old bricks were mainly for like the 80s and early 90s, not really for like the late 90s.
I'm talking about like those brick ass house. Dude, honestly, if I ever got my own place, I would totally buy a payphone and have it hooked up.
I mean, like, there's nothing really for it to connect to, though. Especially at home.
You can. You can, you run it to a, you change the fucking, input to fucking put into, like, you know, like your internet cable? The little square little hole, I don't remember what the fuck they call them. I have one in my bedroom. Like routers and shit.
Yeah, I know what you mean, like the router cable outlet or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. So you basically make it, oh, no, wait a minute, where's how you do that? I know you can do it. I know it's been done before. I'm not like 100%. I got the idea from a movie. Actually, I got it from Teaching Chong. They had one in their house, and they would answer it at like a house phone. They're like, hello?
So basically just have a landline, but just make it look like a fucking payphone?
Oh no, have it be an actual payphone, but a landline. Landline payphone. You gotta have the whole booth in there, too.
I mean, you can't just, at that point, just have it outside or something.
No, it's not as cool. Because I don't trust people.
Well, then
have it out on my porch, be like, bitch, get off my phone. Nobody kidding. Kids these days don't know what a payphone is.
Yeah, I saw a video the other day of like these two kids being surprised that there was a landline phone in their mom's house, and they were like, "Oh, so this actually works?" And mom's like, "Yes, put my phone number in there." And they were like, they put it in there. It's like, so how do I press the call or whatever? It's like, just put it up against your ear, and they were just like, "Oh, yeah, it's ringing." Oh my, like they were like. It's like they've never seen it before, so it's like...
What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's not that fucking hard. You dial the number...
Well, they've never seen landlines before, so they're not used to it. Like, they don't know... Like, I mean, like, I grew up...
Smack these kids.
There's no need to do that.
Smack them.
It's like you see an early 2000s fucking little rotary-ass little, like, landline phone, and yeah, you're gonna be like, ooh, does this work still? You're, like, even I would be kind of fucking around with it, just to see if it works.
I'm not saying smack it because of that. I'm just like, this is how dumb fucking you are. It's not that hard. Just dial the number and let it ring.
Well, they didn't know that. They didn't know they had to just like put the number in there and then just let it ring.
That's called the operator, assholes. Bro, why are you looking at peaches?
They're like his plums now. They're more like plums.
Bro! Why are you over here playing with yourself? You know the Lord doesn't like you playing. I can't do it. Zukov, I can't do it. I can't shut you. I can't use the Lord against you.
What, the original one?
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself. It is the most, like, iconic, most, like, influential, best fucking film ever, dude. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the ending to that movie is fucking garbage. We're just gonna fucking nuke the town?
Yeah, that's kind of what happens. Like, I mean, a lot of it plays into a lot of the fucking social commentary and, like, the, of like the time in a ways and shit. Like it was one of the first movies to have like a protagonist, main black character too in a way. Like that was. I
was actually surprised. So I saw it for like the first time the other night.
I mean, also
I kept waiting for him to die because that's usually what happens in horror movies. I'm not being racist.
That's just the trope, yeah.
Yeah, it's the trope. And then he made it through the whole movie, and I was like.
And then he dies in the end because the white guys all thought he was a zombie.
Did he die? Did I miss that part?
Yeah. In the new remake, they make him a zombie instead of him just being a regular person that got killed.
My fucking favorite scene is that fucking punk rock chick dancing on someone's grave. I was like, fuck yes! And why am I getting turned on by this?
Okay, are you sure it's the original one?
Yeah.
Because there's no like punk rock chick, like it's all in a house. It's all inside a house, so that might be like one of the like later ones in like the 70s or something.
Is there more than one?
Yes.
Okay, well, I've seen one of them.
There's the original one from back in like the 30s, I think, which is pretty much like the staple of like all horror at this point, especially of zombie films too. I mean, that's especially like the first like 5 to 10 minutes of the movie. It's like really exceptionally pinnacle because like it doesn't just lead you in with expository or anything like that. It tells you just by the scene itself. Because in the remake, they are just like basically talking about we're really far away from town and blah 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 blah. But in the first movie, in the original one, in the beginning, they're just driving and just kind of having their casual little conversation, you know, as brother sister, instead of, you know, just like basically telling you everything, like telling you their traits, where they are, and shit like that. It actually builds for like a lot of a better character development, and honestly for a better scene too. But I know there's like some other iterations of Night of the Living Dead, but the original one by George Romero, I mean, worst sequel to a movie is Alien 3.
Night of the Living Dead is a 1968 movie.
Sheesh. Oh fuck, the original one was in black and white? Oh fuck.
Yeah, the original one's black and white, yeah.
Okay, so I seen one of the fucking remakes then.
Okay, so you saw a remake. That's why I was so confused. I think you might have been confused with what I was talking about too for a second. I was like, wait a minute. As soon as you mentioned like the punk rock chick, I was like, wait, that ain't in the original one. Because it's all in black and white. I mean, you still might not like it just because it's probably not your speed.
Oh, no. My bad. I got the fucking name wrong.
Oh, is it Day of the Dead or something?
No. It's the Return of the Living Dead.
Return of the Living Dead. See, like, that one's more of a schlocky fun movie, more than, like, meant to be, like, a full-on horror movie. Like, it's definitely, like, well off the regular beaten path of Night of the Living Dead. I mean, it's still fun, but it's not up there, you know. It's still a fun movie. I like it for that.
I love the punk rock chick in that movie. She's dancing on the fucking grave. Then she turns into a zombie.
Yeah.
She's still fucking naked. I'm just like... She just bites a dude, and I'm just like, what?
It was a pretty...
Why am I getting an erection to this?
Return of the Living Dead is pretty good. Send more cops somehow.
Oh my god, I fucking love that part.
Send more cops.
Bro, I wish all zombie movies made zombies this fucking smart, because...
I know, like, honestly, see, that's what...
They're like, call more cops. Call another ambulance.
Yeah.
The zombies are just waiting there to fucking eat
Dude,
them.
see, honestly, it's also, yeah, that's actually, I think, one of the only movies outside of, I think, I Am Legend. It's pretty much like the only movie that does make the zombies at least somewhat intelligent and have sentience still. Like, because there's also the scene where they have the one that she's just a torso, and she's like, we want brains. And
yeah!
Basically, it tells them why they're alive and why they came back and shit. And it's pretty obvious. They just want brains, so... But, you know...
They're like, we need brains so we're not in pain.
Yeah, because they're literally in constant pain because, well, they're dead bodies. Yeah.
Well, this reminds me, how the fuck can dead people feel pain? You're dead.
Well, obviously your brain and your nervous system are still active if you're able to be resurrected, which will revive those parts of your body. And if you're decomposing and you're rotting away half the way, but you still have your nervous system revived and shit, you're gonna feel it.
Oh, yeah, it's shit.
Which honestly, like, implies, like, if you're a zombie, then, fuck being a zombie, because you're gonna be feeling every pain, every ache, every, like, everything. And, you know what? Nah. If I was to be a zombie and I didn't feel anything, and I was just kind of, like, in that state of, like, I can observe, but I have no control thing, I'd be like, alright, well, I guess I can see how this life is, but if I'm feeling the pain...
No, you turn into a zombie and blowing your fucking head off.
Well, yeah, do that. No, I mean, go ahead and do that. I mean, I'll absolutely...
No remorse, I'm gonna put a gun to you.
Yeah, no, if I'm a zombie, no, go ahead. I will understand. But, you know, hey, while I'm a zombie, I might as well, you know, see how the life is, as long as I don't have to feel anything. Basically, just be an observer of my own zombie body. You know what I mean? Like, not, you know, that's it.
I think that's the only zombie movie where zombies actually talk. Besides, brains.
Yeah.
Because even in fucking, Zombieland, they don't fucking talk.
Yeah. The closest, like I said, the closest one to it would be I Am Legend, because those zombies are, pretty cognitive aware. but they don't speak either. Like, but you can tell, especially near the end of the film and throughout the film, that they are absolutely intelligent and smart, but they have very limited control over their bodies and their impulses, but are still yet nonetheless very cunning. In fact, honestly, the I Am Legend zombies are fucking scary. Like, I would not want to fuck with them. Or 28 days later, those zombies. I would just like, no, 28 days later zombies, no, I'm done. Just call it good right then and there. There ain't no way to live in that. Because it's like a...
Zombieland 2 T-100s, fucking really smart-ass zombies that know...
Yeah, but 28 days later, they don't just run at you. They, like, sprint, and they fucking run, and they are, like, cheetah predators, basically. Like, you're fucked. Like, 28 days later, you just wrap it up. Like, if you got a bullet, just use it on you. Like, there ain't no reason to fucking try to fight that. Unless you happen to find one or two.
Man. I was surprised they never made a Zombieland 3.
Because Zombieland 2, honestly, wasn't really as good to the first one. I mean, it was more of a cash grab, and if they tried to do a third one, it just would have been even more obvious. I feel like it was good to leave it at 2.
I actually liked Zombieland 2. It was pretty good.
I mean, I'm not saying it was terrible, but it was kind of a cash grab. And the only reason why it was good is because they had the main actors in there from the first one. They had, like, the cowboy dude and then the main kid. Like, they had the main actors in there still, and obviously they were what really made the first film. So, like, they pretty much, is what kept it up. But then there was that fucking dumbass blonde bitch in that movie. Like, dude, seriously, I'm telling you, man, there's some, I just reminded you of something that really downgrades that movie from the first one.
Dude, you take the blonde chick out of that movie?
And I wish she was out of it. There was one scene where and I remember watching it with you, we were like, thank fuck she's about to die, but no, it's like a peanut allergy. They fucking, like, fuck you over with that. And it's like, no, I want her to get shot. Fuck.
And then they don't kill the hippie motherfucker in that movie. I'm like, no! Shoot him! Shoot him! He's a fucking hippie!
Whatever, I'm a hippie. I can relate to him. I mean,
bunch of filthy hippies that are living being dumbasses.
What did I ever do to you, asshole?
Melting down firearms to make peace signs. Fuck you, it's a zombie apocalypse, you fucking retard.
Hey, guess what? It's just like... let them have their little commune. I mean, they're literally up in a tall-ass tower. Like, no zombies are gonna get up to them. The only reason why they almost got zombies up there was because the original protagonist went there. But, of course, plot armor and saving the day and shit, so...
No.
If anything, they turned them around a little bit. Like, they actually let them...
If the characters didn't show up and save their asses, they would have all got eaten by zombies. Because they had fucking fireworks.
Eventually, yeah.
No, they had fireworks shooting off at the tower, and it was like, you fucking dumbasses.
I mean, I think that happened by the time the main, characters showed up there, but I don't remember. It's been a minute since I've seen the second movie.
I fucking love, the
Zombieland 2 is watchable, but the first one is better. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it. Like, the second one ain't bad, but I can easily point out some stuff about the second one that just really downgraded from the first one, and that's, I think, the reason why they didn't do a third, is because it would have been another step into the ladder of it going down, in quality, which personally I would not have been fan.
I know, I feel like it'd be kind of hard to make a third one.
I mean,
hey, whatever.
And also, and also there's the plot of it itself. Like, I mean, it's like, where would you take the plot from where it is now? Like, I mean, it's just not really much you could do to it besides just the same Zombieland action that, both films
had. And you know what? Screw the first one, because they fucking killed Bill Murray. Still haven't forgiven him for that. Motherfuckers.
They didn't kill Bill Murray. They killed They killed the character that Bill Murray was playing.
No, they killed Bill Murray.
Because
Bill Murray was playing himself and gets shot in the fucking face.
Because he became a zombie.
No.
Yeah?
No. He was never a zombie. He was fucking... He was pulling a... They ran into him at his mansion. And then he was fucking playing around with the other two, fucking...
No, but, well, I remember this because he was bit. They found, they noticed, like, what's on your arm, and they saw it was a bite, and he was like, oh, that's like a tattoo, and blah, blah, blah. Like, trying to play it off, and like, oh, no, that's nothing.
No, he was never a zombie. He was just a regular-ass dude.
I'm pretty sure the reason why they shot him is because he was going to turn into one. They're like, nope.
No.
Not really?
No. The reason he gets shot is because they're fucking around, and he's acting like a zombie, and the kid boom, shoots Bill Murray in the face. And he's like, I'm sorry. I guess I wasn't funny. I don't remember what the fucking he exactly said, but he's like, and then they're like, oh fuck, you shot Bill Murray. I love his reaction when he says Bill Murray for the first time. It's like it's Bill fucking Murray.
Honestly, if I, like, in an apocalypse situation even, if I found out I shot Bill Murray, I would never live with myself.
No, you just turn the gun on yourself.
Honestly, yeah, I'm like, I can't live with myself knowing I just did that to Bill Murray. I'm sorry. And just like, no.
I love how in the sequel, like, that chick who's living in, like, Elvis's fucking, like, pad is like, if I ever find out who killed Bill Murray, I'm gonna fucking kill them. And they all look at him. He's like, shut up.
Oh my God.
They just all look at each other because they know who killed Bill Murray.
Yeah. Which, honestly, that's like the last time, you know, like, that's like the last time you should be looking at people when, you know, someone in your own group is guilty, is start looking around, especially at them, when someone says something like that.
I love that same scene.
Would you shoot a zombie Donald Trump? I would I'm not going to answer that because my answer is yes and yes.
I would shoot Donald Trump even if he wasn't a fucking zombie.
Well, like, yeah, he answered for me, I guess, right there. There you go.
His fucking brains out. He's a piece of
Roblox.
shit who deserves to die.
I mean, I do agree with that, though. I just don't want to get banned, thank you.
Hey man, I'm just agreeing with the masses here. I'm not the only one that wants to kill that little faggot piece of crap.
I mean, sure, but again, TOS, it's like, YouTube don't care. Even though it is satire.
Oh my god, bro. No. If there's zombie apocalypse happen, there's some, like... I would definitely arm myself to the teeth, and there was definitely a hit list of people I'd just go fucking murder.
Well... I mean, I guess good thing I'm already armed, so I don't have to worry about you getting ready to arm up. Because then I will have all the guns, not you. Haha.
Yeah, but I live closer to a fucking gun store. I'll just fucking bust in that bitch and be like, I'm taking all the shit, bitch.
Yeah, literally, like, everyone else would think that too. Like, by the time you get there, that shit ransacked.
Yeah.
I doubt it. I doubt it, because most...
you want to bust into is a gun store.
We're talking about apocalypse scenario. If some apocalypse happened, I would arm and settle some scores before I started wandering around. I could think of some scores to settle myself too, honestly.
So if there's an apocalypse, you want to have your guns first.
See what I mean? See, that's why I'm already preparing. See, I'm doing the correct method.
So if you haven't read the, what is it, 114?
I already know about it.
Lots of crap illegal, so you want to vote against that.
Well, I already know about it. It's gonna make a bunch of stuff illegal. It's just, it basically just gives police far more authority to essentially just give a dictate on who and who can't have permits, essentially. And then also limits, like, magazine capacities, but grandfathers in what's already owned, so, like, my shit would still be fine, but I wouldn't be able to buy any more after that, but, yeah. Honestly, it's pretty much, like, been collectively, like, there's even been people on, like, left like me that are against it, mainly for various different reasons.
Oh, no.
You said don't make your clips illegal, so...
Well, moving forward, like, what I have with my magazines are still fine. They are grandfathered in because I've read the actual measure, and especially the magazine capacity shit, and
I need to read up more on the borders pamphlet.
Well, this is the CLAC, that's for the county. I know the other pamphlets on around here.
Oh, no, there's...
Well, I took one to... I think, to breeze through in my bedroom.
Well, this is for the county right here.
Yeah, it's...
There's definitely... I exactly know where I'd go in the apocalypse.
Mountains?
Nope.
Why not?
I'd find me a running fucking car, and I'd go to California.
Why? Why?
Because there's some celebrities that need to get their fucking faces blown off.
Dude, by the time you get there, that's never gonna happen. For one, they have private security and all that shit. Like, that's never gonna happen. And also, like, California is worse off if an apocalypse happens because, one, higher population, so that's more, like, banditry and more fucking,
Oh, yeah,
men.
good looting.
And also, not for you. And also, on top of that, like, there's massive wildfires and all sorts of other shit. Like, California is literally, like, even environmentally worse, you know, to be in if an apocalypse happened. You would rather be in the, like, Cascade Mountains or something.
Are you literally just using me for a boost?
Like, the only thing that California would be good environmentally would be, like, Ukiah, California, because
What am I saying I'm going there? I'm going there to...
Yeah, you're going to be the first one shot, and you're not even going to have... The reason why I say Ukiah, California is because it's one of the few places where if nuclear bombs were to drop, it'd be one of the safest places to go.
California, really?
Ukiah, California. It's like in north and central California. It's like kind of in a valley mountainous region. It's like a very mountainous... A little bit. It's kind of like a very mountainous region where of California where, like... It's, like, when it comes to, you know, like, let's say radiation were to spread, it'd be hard for it to get there because of all the mountains and the valleys there and shit. Yeah, Jim Jones set up his cult before Jonestown in Guyana there.
Montana would be a bad place.
Yeah, it would, because especially if all the agriculture would be a decent thing to hit as a target. Oh, did you get your own pool stick?
Yeah, Alex bought me a cue.
Oh, shit. No little...
You should come play pool with us sometime.
Well, I mean, I didn't know you were fucking leaving as I was showing him mods. Dang, man, with low population, that's the worst thing I'd probably deal with is the occasional bandit. Yeah, but you're fairly well armed. Not you, I guess, technically, but...
And then go play pool, so it's been a long night.
Yeah.
And in a fun way, not in a run around and get a whole bunch of stuff for mom type of way.
Yeah. I think that's a pretty chill day.
All I need is a bag to put it in.
Yeah, it's like you don't have a bag for it?
No.
Well, you need to get a case for it.
I'll work on that. Maybe with Christmas when I get my Iowa money I can spare. I'm not sure how much a case will cost.
Oh, I'm sure not that much. I'm pretty sure I could find one for like 20 or 30 bucks.
Yeah, usually, on Tuesdays, we go down to Monitor on Tuesdays. It's just down kind of between Canby and Salem.
Yeah.
That's where Alex grew up, which is a lot of fun. And then tonight we went to Wichita, and they have a pool tournament going, and people were real rude, but it's
I'm not surprised. The pool tournament people tend to be very condescending, honestly.
Yeah,
there's only like, I think there's like a group...
Like, here, take this chalk. I don't want you disrupting our pool game. I'm just like, look, I waited till no one was at the pool table. I wanted some chalk, so I chalked my cue. I put it back. Just like, we don't want any distractions. I'm just like, oh.
You're in a bar. It's full of distractions.
How much distraction is somebody reaching over, chalking their cue, and put it in the back of no one's shooting?
And also, you're in a bar. It's full of distractions. Like, if you don't want distractions for a tournament, don't go to a fucking bar for it, dipshits.
Yeah, I honestly don't understand why they have fucking pool league at a fucking bar.
I mean, I don't mind that. It just don't be a condescending dick. Like, being like, oh, I don't want distractions, I don't want you annoying us, blah, blah, blah. It's like you're in a bar. Like, I mean, if you're taking up most of the pool tables, but just like 2 or 3 left for other people, and then you just, like, grab some chalk that they might have, that's not a big deal. Just like, I mean, I guarantee y'all got plenty of chalk. Just be like, oh, you can take that.
It's not like I'm taking their chalk, I just...
You're taking one of the fucking bar's chalk. Like, they have, like, the bar has, like, at least, like, 1 or 2 chalks at every table. But people either will take them or hoard them. And their tables and shit.
They're a girl, and I'm not sure whether it's a guy or a girl. I couldn't tell.
Them. They, them.
Something like that. Or
he, her, they, them.
Whatever it was,
any, all.
a boyfriend. I'm not sure if it was a girl or a boy that it was, but yeah, the boyfriend just like, here, just take this. I'm just like, what? Yeah, just take the chalk. We don't want any distractions. I'm just like, oops. no one was shooting, I just reach over, chuck my cue, and put it back.
I mean, and also, it's just like, again, you're at a fucking bar. Like, there's gonna be distractions, you know, plenty. It's like...
Yeah, there's music, everyone's playing.
Everyone's loud and being drunk.
Yeah, they're making lots of noise, pool balls bouncing across the floor. Oh, the Wichita, you've been there.
Yeah, I mean, this is my watering hole. Speaking of watering hole...
Just like every, like, at least 10 minutes you hear the pink, 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 of a pool ball bouncing across the floor. It's like this.
Because someone hit their ball a little too hard. Oh, Sukov, I think he wants water.
Yeah, done there. It's, okay, I need a little backwards English. Too much backward English, and the cue ball goes flying off the table to the floor.
Yeah, I've done that a couple times. I mean, it happens. It's whatever.
No.
Usually, most people are chill about it, but yeah, every now and then those league players can be dicks. I think there's like a group on like Wednesday that's chill, but like, yeah, the ones on like Friday and Saturday, they're annoying. Because they like hog pretty much all but like 2 tables, and then if you dare, you know, play on one of the spare tables to get all a little butthurt because you happen to be a distraction.
When we first went in there, I'm just like, oh, it's a pool league, there's no tables open. And it's like, well, the table will be open soon. I don't know. You can't sit here. This is a pool league. You have to move over there in the bar part.
It's like, no. It's like I don't have to.
In the way, and it's like, really?
It's like as long as I'm not in the...
You got that, and then one guy's just like, we don't want you to scratch, and reaching over and chucking your cue on our table.
It's like, fuck you. It's not your table. You fuck them, bro.
It's like,
what kind of sending asshole fucking bitches were, you know, fucking playing tonight? What the fuck?
See, this is if I ever get a big enough house, I'm just gonna have a fucking pool table.
Same here.
Somebody nice finally came up and just like, no one's using that table.
Yeah, like if anything, yeah, that's why.
You can use that table, so we had to.
Yeah, there's like a league that happens on Wednesday or some shit, and those people are usually like that. They're like, oh, hey, just so you know, there's 2 like free tables over there for you and your buddies. And we're usually like, oh, cool, thanks. You know, don't want to disrupt your games and stuff. And they're like, that's fine. You know, whatever. They're usually...
Usually they have a couple that are open.
Yeah.
You know, even during the pool league, you know.
At the very least. Like, I mean, but to like, oh, no tables are occupied and you're not allowed over here. It's like, fuck you. This is a bar. Like, I mean, maybe I'll ask the bartender to see if I'm allowed back here. If they say yes, then, well, yes, asshole. And oh, no distractions. Like you're, oh my, it's like the biggest rebuttal that'll always work is like you're in a fucking bar, like, and you don't want distractions. Don't do a tournament at a bar. Do it at an actual pool hall or something. Because Wichita is a bar in a pub.
Bars have 1, maybe 2 tables.
Yeah.
Wichita is like 11. I counted them tonight, and 11 tables.
Yeah, they got like.
Usually they have 2 open for people that come in and just want to play pool, and the other 9 are, you know, for the tournaments.
It's usually like 8. Usually have like 3, but sometimes we'll have extra people and have like, you know, 1 or 2 filled up. But there's usually like always at least 1 open.
Yeah.
Unless it's just literally that busy of a fucking day.
Extra crowded tonight, and so we decided to hang out, and somebody just like, oh, that table's open. It was late, and figured, well, somebody wants it, we'll leave. No biggie. And it's like, okay, you want this table? Have it.
Man, people just like get way too butthurt about shit.
Honestly, to be realistic, if there was like any kind of apocalypse, well, if it was a zombie apocalypse,
This mine's still on that.
yeah, my mind is still on this. To be realistic, I probably wouldn't fucking go anywhere. I'd probably just find like a fucking like auto shop to fucking bunker down into.
I mean, I just go to the mountains.
No, you want,
Hell no, during the apocalypse, I'd go to an auto
yeah.
shop so I can just be like, wrench.
Then people.
Pow, pow, pow!
Yeah, but then people are gonna hear you and want to try to take your tools and shit.
Ah, crap. What's that big
Fuck, I
warehouse
might
store?
If you go to the mountains, though, you can find an auto shop in some tiny ass little town where no one's gonna be at, and then no one will bother you. Oh, nice.
That wasn't my fault.
You're causing it to all be flickeried, bruh.
It wanted to be flickery. Fucking my goddamn speaker.
Yeah, everything around here is
Oh, there it is.
I'm not sure what light.
Real talk, if apocalypse happened, I just I mean, no. I'll literally make a pilgrimage myself to pick you up, goddammit. Give me the fucking, like, latitude and longitude and, like the fucking, like, coordinates and shit, and I'll fucking pinpoint your ass down, bro. Pick you up and make you, you know, join the mountains with me.
Oh, it's right on the top of my head.
Because also, there's a lot of game.
Costco. That would be the best place.
Costco.
Oh, that...
Costco. Zombie apocalypse, I'm headed for Costco.
Well, so is a lot of other people.
You got tons of food, tons of weapons, and just about anything else you could want there.
Yeah, and a lot of other people think it too, and that place will get ransacked. So, if you try to huddle up there...
Smart, they'd hole up there. They're just like, I'm a good shot. I know how to grow stuff, let me in.
I mean, honestly, like...
I'll just leave and find the next Costco.
Like, honestly, yeah, like, if enough people got together and occupied a Costco mart and it hasn't been raided or anything like that, or very sparsely raided, like, it actually would be a good holdout. I'm just saying the mountains just because, like, I can gather all the supplies I would need, especially seeds and shit like that, all the ammo I would need, and a reloading kit and shit like that, and just be up in the mountains, find a decent little shop, you know, set up then out there, gather more supplies in a small town nearby, and just grow shit, hunt shit, fucking just be by myself.
Man, if I was gonna go to a small town, I would just fucking build a giant fucking, like, wall around the fucking town.
Yeah,
I mean, at that point, you would want to have a whole community of people. I mean, by the time, like, I set up shop, I'd probably just, you know, like, fortify one of the bigger houses in the town and eventually, you know, probably grow from there. So eventually there'll be a wall around, like, you know, Main Street or some shit. You know, where
I'm also that asshole in the zombie apocalypse who'd be like, I'd have one of those big ramp trucks looking for vehicles that are still fucking able to fucking...
be worked on.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, if I'm able to grab a tow truck, you know, along with, like, a cargo van.
Oh, no, I'd be grabbing all the classic cars. I'd be like, I'll buy the dudes, drive it up.
Not just useful ones, just specifically sports cars and classic ones and shit.
Hey, man, free game.
Well, I do a Mad Max truck.
Yeah, you gotta Mad Max it out a little bit,
So,
yeah.
wait a minute, which one? Are you talking about the original Mad Max rig, or are you talking about
Just
the war rig?
Just any of the rigs, I don't know, just
The
Mad Max
fucking
it out.
war rig would be fucking sick.
Anything, I could, like, stick guns and spikes and whatnot.
Flamethrowers.
Okay, so he's talking about the war rig.
That's what everyone had, all kinds of stuff. So,
why shoot people when you could recruit people,
like
strengthen
that.
numbers? That's what I mean.
Fast and well armed.
Because some people just don't need to live.
Okay, yep, sure, but
Come on, you can't tell
I mean,
me.
there's-
You can't tell me that if you saw a fucking chud dickhead, you wouldn't want to blow his fucking brains out.
I mean, if, like, sure, I mean, depending on who's, like, you know, wandering down the road, but if it's, like, you know, like, a small group of, like, 3 dudes, and they're all just kind of, like, got their hiking packs, and, you know, one of them...
Dad is right, I probably would do some Mad Max fucking building some fucking, like, war cars.
Yeah.
Oh, I can have a sign. Get your war cars here.
Beyond
Zombie
Thunderdome.
apocalypse cars.
You know who, Blaster was?
Yeah.
If a zombie apocalypse happened, I'd
He
want
was,
to start a drug lab for medicine. Try to work on a cure.
Max, you saw in the first movie.
Yeah, I've seen all. I'm a huge Mad Max fan.
Oh, so am I. But yeah, in the first movie, you had that big
I think we all are.
retarded guy. And then in the third movie, Beyond Thunderdome, he had Blaster sitting on...
Yeah, we don't talk about that
sitting
guy.
on his...
We don't talk about Beyond Thunderdome. That's the fucking worst one. Like, I out of the whole series, I fucking hate Beyond Thunderdome.
I don't know.
Dude, no, it's the weakest one. Mad Max 1 and 2 are fucking solid. Then you got Beyond Thunderdome, which is kind of weak on its plot line. But then you come back in Furiosa, which fucking has another side.
You mean Fury Road?
Fury Road, whatever. I'm getting ahead of myself here.
I mean, honestly, like... I don't know. I'm kind of like flipped. I kind of like it goes to the first one, the third, and the second for me. Well, I guess with the Fury Road, it would be the first one, Fury Road, third one, and the second one.
Yeah, Fury Road's the fourth one.
Yeah.
What about Fury Road?
It's the fourth one.
Yeah, no. I'm saying in order of my favorite. Like the first one, and then and then the fourth one would be my second fave, and then.
I can't wait until 2034 to come out with a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're out of
George
the
Miller
movies,
needs to get off his lazy fat ass and fucking make me some Mad Max movies, goddammit. Dude, no, we were supposed to have 2 fucking Mad Max movies in the last 2 years, and we're only getting 1.
Well,
I
a part of that's because Morton Joe fucking died. And I mean, that was a part of it.
No, but this is a fucking...
And COVID, too.
The movie he's making now was a fucking prequel to Fury Road.
I know. I've kept in tabs of it, too.
They should do a prequel to the first one.
I mean, honestly, I kept in tabs of it more than you, because I'm the one who knew about Morton Joe being dead, and you didn't.
Huh?
In fact, I'm probably keeping tabs more than you, because I knew about Morton Joe being dead, and you didn't.
I don't follow actors, like...
I mean, I don't either. It just
I follow the whole
I don't
fucking,
either,
like...
but it just happened to be something that popped up.
Yeah, when I grew up, in high school, Mad Max was a very real possibility.
Well, Mad Max is basically fucking...
It's about the oil wars. It's based off
No.
the resource wars.
No, it's based off the fucking,
nuclear war and everything gets wiped.
No, it wasn't a nuclear war. It was the gas war that was going on in fucking,
Those are the resource wars, basically.
Yeah,
oh, was it?
Yeah, that gas is a part of oil, which is,
oh, yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
It would be the resource war.
Which,
yeah.
honestly, nuclear war is part of it, but all of that, comes due to the...
George Miller took the basis of that from fucking, the, gas fucking, crisis in fucking,
in the 70s and shit.
Yeah, and, like, fucking Australia and Britain and shit like that. That's where he got the idea for Mad Max.
Yeah, the rest of the world got nuked, so Australia didn't get nuked, so it was kind of like the last place that people could live. And
plus, I don't like Beyond Thunderdome because they got those fucking kids out in the middle of fucking nowhere. I found that part to be really fucking creepy.
Well, so are all the, like, breeding broods and shit in the fourth one. I mean, like, Mad Max got a lot of crazy, creepy shit like that.
Kids to make a new future, but the plane crashed because of the nuclear bombs, and all the kids were living in this little remote place in Australia.
I find it funny that they think Max is a savior, and I'm like, no, he is not a savior.
Well, I mean, it technically is for the movies, as an anti-hero.
Technically he is, but he's a badass.
He's an anti-hero, basically.
Oh, you know the dog from that movie? From the fucking, second one?
Yeah.
That's a stray dog.
Yeah.
And they had this, I didn't ever notice, but if you really look close to the second one, in the car scene, where he has the gun pointed at the other dude's face.
Oh, I like
you See
that.
you see the dog?
The guy's just like, ah! The dog just looks at the rabbit, looks back.
That dog was so terrified.
And still hangs on to the gun.
No, that dog's so fucking terrified of cars. There was a dude behind Max's seat, like, petting the dog to make sure the dog wouldn't fucking, like, jump out the window.
Aww.
Yeah, most dogs in movies are shelter pets. They pick them up at the dog pound. They look around and just like, oh, this dog is very trainable. They have people that go around looking for dogs.
Usually now they have, like, trained dogs now at this point. But yeah, when they weren't as accessible.
They have the people, the dog trainers will go and just like, okay, we need a dog for this movie that can do this and this and this and this.
Your dad thought Mad Max sucks, so I assumed they were bad movies. They really aren't. You really gotta check out, especially the first movie.
Wait. They talking shit about Mad Max?
No, Venom never saw Mad Max, and he's...
What?
Well, he said that his dad thought they sucked, so he assumed they were bad, so he just never watched them. I've told him he needs to at least. Alright, my friend Harley's very triggered, but I just told him to at least watch the first one, and I guarantee you'll think they're fucking awesome. Especially Fury Road.
Honestly, like, people don't like the first one. I think you have to.
The first one is fucking amazing. Who thinks the first one sucks outside of, I guess, Venom's past dad?
It's good, but it's low budget, no special effects.
That's what's so amazing. That's what makes it so fucking great.
The first one is so
because of the
fucking
practical effects are what make it so good, and it is low budget. But I think that's what plays into Mad Max is the fact it was low budget at the time.
When it came out in theaters,
they paid the bikers in beer.
Voice over.
So what's
they had to have English dubs because fucking it was an Australian movie.
Yeah, and honestly, the English dub is worse.
Americans won't like the Australian accent.
Dude, I think it'd be fucking amazing to see it with their accents.
And it did really bad in the theaters. Then when it came out on tape, they had just a normal.
I actually like I like all the Mad Max movies.
They had his natural Australian accent, and that's what launched him to a star. And Mad Max took off for like rentals and stuff, but it didn't do very good in the theaters
because of the dubs.
Because it was dubbed. But then you
got those diehards like me. I would totally go to the theater.
But then when it came out, for VCR, I guess at the time, well now it'd be DVD or digital, but when
it'll just go straight to streaming.
Have it dubbed, and it became.
No, but it still come out on DVD.
Yeah, but that's more secondary thought these days. It usually goes to streaming.
Not really. I don't really think about. Well, I guess for most people, I guess yeah. But for me,
yeah, with things like HBO and Amazon Prime and shit. I mean, usually a lot of movies are released in theaters and released on stream and shit like that for rental and stuff.
Yeah, it first came out and people were just like, "What's this? Made in China?"
You know what's funny? The fucking the main vehicle in Mad Max.
Well, that was inspired by Mad Max 2.
Lower on it.
Mad Max inspired a lot.
Yeah, and they speed up the film.
Yeah, they speeded it. Yeah, I didn't know that.
They film it only when they show it, it's speeded up, so it's...
Yeah, I didn't know that. So the blower on Max's car doesn't actually work.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, it's just a fucking prop. I didn't realize that.
Oh, really?
It was just a prop until they made fucking Fury Road. And they're like, they finally had enough money to get an actual fucking blower. Like, Fury Road is the most expensive Mad Max movie.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they had no...
Because they had a lot of high budget funding for that one at that point.
The original one, pretty much everything's a prop.
Oh, everything's a prop.
Besides the bikers, because they were just like straight up a biker gang that were paid in beer.
Most of the actors in that fucking movie aren't actors. They're just random ass people that they're like, hey, you want to be in a movie? Hey, want to be in a movie? That's actually what it is. You want to be in a movie?
Like Mel
That's what happened, yeah.
Fuck Mel Gibson.
And he became famous, and now he's famous.
Yeah, but fuck.
Well, he is, but partially canceled too, because he's legit kind of a racist psycho.
He was always a racist
and an anti-Semite too. Like, he's got issues.
Fuck no. I'm kind of glad that.
I mean, he's a good actor. I like his movies, but
Australian issues, but other than
Australian issues.
There's a reason he's not in the fucking new.
Bloody Aussies with their stairway meth or whatever the fuck they have.
Fucking George Miller was like, he's like...
Mel Gibson's worst movie, hands down, is Passion of the Christ. Well, of course.
Yeah, hands down, is Passion of the Christ.
Yeah, that's like the worst movie,
I've never seen that movie, thank God.
You're a lucky fuck. Passion of the Christ. It's Mel Gibson directed. You're lucky. That movie is basically literally just a fucking snuff film and just like torture porn for Christians to basically, for like Easter and shit.
Did somebody get killed on that?
I don't think on set, but I know basically it's essentially supposed to depict, Jesus, dying on the cross and all that shit. And it's honestly legitimately a pretty fucked up movie.
Yeah, I think somebody really died. Just like, what's the recent one for...
Oh, fucking like,
Rust. Yeah, because Alec Baldwin shot somebody like an idiot, thinking that his single-shot revolver just mysteriously, shot the bullet, even though you can't do that with a single-action revolver.
Yeah, son died that way too on the Crow.
No, not really. What happened with him was that there was a loose lodged projectile in the barrel of the gun, and they had a blank round in there, but the pressure of the blank round gas ejecting launched that projectile that was stuck in the barrel.
I thought what happened in the Crow is there was a fucking actual bullet in there.
Well, it might have been, but it was from another cartridge. Like they did have a blank that was fired.
Yeah,
but
I know there was a blank in there, and then I thought what happened was there was an actual bullet in there that they didn't realize was in the fucking gun when he shot it.
Yeah, but what Alec Baldwin did was he loaded the fucking thing like an idiot, or didn't think.
Oh, you mean he actually loaded it with real bullets?
Yeah, it was loaded for him. Yeah, and also there was
real shots, and then there was a live.
Honestly, what happened? Honestly, the details of what happened is so fucking crazy because like there was a lot of safety issues, and a lot of the IATSE workers, a part of the the movie like producers workers union, like they all walked out because of all the safety problems, mainly because of like the lack of proper firearm safety and all this other shit, which was a day or two before the camera woman was shot by Alec Baldwin, and they took the revolver and a few other guns. Yeah, they loaded them up and were shooting them in the desert, having fun with them, and they left them loaded and shit, and Alec Baldwin got it, and he just cocked the hammer back and shot, thinking, oh, it's a blank or nothing's in it or whatever, and shot her. And the fucked up thing is he lied about it, saying that he was innocent and the gun misfired, but it's like, it's a single action revolver. You can't fucking misfire that. You can't just pull the trigger and it shoots. You have to cock the hammer all the way back and pull the trigger for the bullet to actually fire. Like, you can't do it halfway, because then, it's not gonna, the trigger ain't gonna pull. You have to do it all the way back, and that's the only way.
I think there are blanks, but you need to, if you're doing a movie, you need to check that first. If you're not doing
and the fact that there's live ammo
pointed at somebody,
that too, and also, yeah, and when it comes to firearms on movie sets, like, especially if like live ammo is gonna be used, like, they have special like camera equipment and a special like glass for the cameras. So let's say you're doing a camera shot where you have a gun pointed directly at the camera, they don't have someone behind it. They usually have like this setup. Yeah. So the fact that even having a gun pointed at a camera person was already a red flag number one, even if it was a blank. I mean,
in Mad Max,
and it also struck the director.
Fury Road, that's all live ammunition.
It's supposed to be shot at.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like the camera or the actors or something like that. And Alec Baldwin, being an idiot, knows nothing about guns, just like,
yeah, basically.
Oh, that's a live round. What? There's not supposed to be a live round in here. It's like you're not supposed to point.
So on the set of Mad Max, though.
Or fucking, like.
Even if it's empty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Mad Max fucking has the same problem because fucking, if you look at some of the actors, they're covered in fucking bullets.
Yeah.
And, like, George Miller was like, before we fire any fucking weapons on set, we're checking them twice. I saw like,
that's what you're supposed to do. You're basically supposed to like check it like there's supposed to be a gun handler that is like the armor expert that's supposed to handle the firearms directly, including loading them, unloading them, maintaining them.
There is like some of the shots where you see them shooting fucking firearms. Some of it's actually them shooting firearms.
Yeah, and there are movies that will do that. And honestly, like, I mean,
George Miller's like, he's all about like realistic, like
practicality, practical effects and shit. Yeah.
All the cars, real.
Yeah.
All the stunts you see in Mad Max are fucking real.
Yeah.
The scene where he fucking jumps off the war rig and fucking with the two fucking what they call those? I don't remember what the fuck they call them. With the two spears that blow up.
Yeah.
That actor didn't want to do it. He's like, no, I don't want to do it. he's like, no, and George Miller's like, he's like, come on, bro. He's like, you can do it, man. He's like, grow a pair of nuts and jump off. He's like, we have you rigged to all this safety equipment. Nothing's gonna happen.
I mean,
so he finally gets it.
I mean, when you got all the safety gear on, yeah.
And he freaking does it, and he gets it in one try.
Well, especially when you have like
like that, you only get one try.
I mean, honest, yeah, pretty much.
Otherwise,
Especially
it takes a week to reset everything. And
Yeah, I mean, honestly, especially considering when he has the adrenaline, the emotions, and already not wanting to do it, but he just does it anyway. I mean, you know, that, like, raw power of, like, I'm doing it now, oh shit, like, I mean, that's gonna make the scene, too. And honestly, I'm kind of glad he was a little bitchy about it, because it really did make that scene look like...
yeah, all the...
Because he came down like, like, he really came down on that shit, you know,
like,
so... Yeah, like, I mean, it really adds to it, though. Like, so him being a little bitchy about it initially, I feel like really did play the scene even better.
The scene where you see him go through the fucking, the sandstorm, that's also real.
Yeah.
That was an accident, too.
Yeah,
So
it just, it was mostly happenstance.
They're like, when you see Nux drive into the fucking, sandstorm, that wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah.
But he just like, everyone was like fucking blind. They were trying to drive in that shit, and they're just like, he couldn't see shit.
oh, it's like the salt flats.
Pretty much.
As long as you don't hit somebody next to you in the film, you can pretty much drive forever and not hit anything.
I was so sad when they wrecked his 32 Ford in that movie. I was like, no! Nux's car!
Still like...
At least it wasn't, like, actually destroyed. I mean, they still have it.
What is it, 5 minutes to cut off his ankle?
Oh yeah, the first one?
Yeah.
It'll take you 15 minutes to cut through these handcuffs. And if you're good...
No, it's like, it'll take you 15 minutes to get through the handcuffs. It'll take you, like... I don't remember how long he said to take cutting your leg off.
Yeah,
Or was it? No, yeah, it was his leg.
He did it, he would have enough time to cut his leg off.
No, fucking right as Max turns around, it blows up.
Yep. So it's basically like, do you basically want to just, like, mutilate yourself before you die, or do you want to just actually try to, like, you know, desperately, you know, break the...
Mad Max is so fucking
Give me a
brutal.
chainsaw or something, come on!
Yeah, for real.
You want me to cut my leg up? Give me a chainsaw.
See, what I like
It's
about
gonna blow
Mad...
up before I could cut through it with this little teeny hacksaw.
What I like about Mad Max is the fucking new one. They're actually helping the Australian fucking government while filming there. He's actually giving them money, like, to help out their fucking
Like, wildfires and shit.
yeah.
That's pretty dope.
Because they're out in the outback, fucking
Doing all the filming and shit.
doing all the filming, and he's like, hey, we'll cut you some proceeds to the movie.
And the movie definitely is going to make a lot of money, so...
Oh, dude, yeah, there's some hardcore Mad Max fans.
I mean,
just
they'll
like
definitely
me.
be able to, you know, get a lot of help from it, honestly.
When's this new Mad Max movie coming out?
2024.
Not for, like...
No,
No, I know about it, and I have to wait 2 years.
Hey, this movie's been planned for a while. Like, I've known about this for
there
a
was
couple...
supposed to be a movie in between Fury Road and Furiosa. It was called The Wasteland. That got canceled. Which, honestly, some spoilers for that movie are in the fucking video game, which I eventually want to play. I really want to play
That video game's been out for a while, though.
I know.
So there aren't really spoilers at this point.
Well,
There's a cutoff to when
technically-
something's a spoiler.
Technically, the script for fucking Furiosa was leaked on the internet.
I heard about
On
that.
accident.
Yeah.
Video games never follow the exact plot line.
Yeah, but some
you
characters-
can change the plot line, but
They changed the plot line, but
you
some
have
of the-
to end up at.
But some of the characters that are gonna be in the new Mad Max movie got spoiled in the video game.
I mean, it's not really more of a spoil. That's more of like an introduction to the character for at least more in-depth fans that also play the video game.
I really want to play it. I heard it's really fucking good.
I heard the Mad Max video game was terrible.
Or like
Which one?
I
Like,
thought there was
There's two
only...
separate ones.
Oh, is there two now?
Guy or the Max checks the shotgun shells and it sticks them in the gun. They're just like, oh, that's low.
Slow.
You didn't even have ammo.
Not even loaded. No,
Yep.
there's two of them. There's one that it's like...
It's good intimidation.
I think there's like a super early version of a Mad Max video game, and it was crap. Like, it was super, like, low resolution. I think it was for PC, I think.
Well, I know there was a multi-console Mad Max game that came out in like it's shortly after Fury Road, like 2016 or 17 or some shit.
Yeah, that came out fucking And that came out for the fucking,
Like Xbox, PC.
No, it came out for PS, I think PS4?
No, it came out for multiple consoles. It came out for
PS4, Xbox,
PC. Yeah.
PC.
I think mainly those three.
I think so? Don't fucking quote me on that. I know which one he's talking about. There's two different ones. The very first Mad Max video game, I will agree. I've seen.
I don't know about. Well, I only knew of the newer one.
I've seen like I haven't like personally fucking played it, but I've seen clips from it. It does look like trash.
I mean, the newer game actually looks fun because I've seen, you know, some cutscenes and clips out of it. But it looks like a, you know, it doesn't look like a long, you know, gameplay. You know, it looks like I could complete it in a few hours.
I remember playing the first Indiana Jones. It was a computer game. Little square.
Seen Passion of Christ at least a dozen times. Yeah, same here, dude. Mainly because my mom, not my stepdad, but.
It took you forever. You had to check everything.
I don't agree with that, Suzuki. I don't think you can beat that video game in like storyline in like a day for Mad Max. I hear it goes like super detailed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's just more about like playability factor, I guess. Like, I mean, how, you know, like how invested would I actually be into the game and shit.
I mean, I feel like that game was more made not for like the mainstream, but for like the hardcore fucking Mad Max fans.
Well,
for people like me.
I would say that if they do really well on like custom abilities for your car and shit like that, then that would be pretty cool. But I'm not too sure because the gameplay I have seen doesn't look like the car gets heavily customized by people, so doesn't look like it.
I feel like I know for like the first minute you're like in the wasteland and your car gets fucking jacked.
Yeah.
You gotta like
get it repaired and shit like that.
You gotta find all the parts for it, and then I don't remember. I've seen like fucking videos of gameplay on that fucking.
Yeah.
I like the one guy shifting the fuel on number 2. Oh, this is good. Oh, what's this? Boom!
Oh yeah, when Max blows
bomb.
Chicks, what? Timmy Cluxon
Mad Max was
in the chicken. Timmy Cluxon the chicken.
I love in the fucking second one where he goes to the field town and he's like, they're like, it would have been shame to blow up the last V8 Interceptor. He's just holding the fucking ball in his hands. What the fuck are you watching?
This is a chicken, I guess. But it sounds like a crow. Has a bunch of baby chickens in there, but it's like a black chicken.
Oh my god.
With a bunch of baby chicks.
Holy shit!
She sounds like an angry bitch.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, that's a lot of babies.
Are you kidding me?
Very first video game I ever played. Oh,
You're kidding me!
You're kidding me.
It would have to be my favorite video game. Fucking Crash Bandicoot was my first video game I ever played. My favorite video game.
I'm showing my age.
Pong.
My first video game, Pong.
Mine was
That was the best thing ever.
I don't
Neighbors
fucking
got
get how
Pong,
you
and the
just
whole
sit there.
neighborhood was there fighting.
Dude, imagine how he felt when it first came out. Like,
Yeah, but it's just like 2 lines in like a circle, and you're.
There was nothing ever like that before.
that's literally the first, like, you know, that was like the biggest innovation. Like, you have to put it in perspective from his
That
time.
was the first video game. And when I was a kid, and there was no such thing as video games until Pong came.
Was Pong the first? Because I thought
Yeah.
there was fucking consoles, like arcade games and shit.
It came shortly after that.
And if you
Oh, was it Pong and then fucking video
Yeah, then
arcades?
things like Atari and shit,
Yeah.
you know, came from that.
and
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
if you waited till the little square ball came at you, and you real quickly hit it, you could put English on it. You couldn't see it. It's still like a little square, but it go, you know, so you could try to make the other
Man,
guy miss it because it curved.
I would not have enough patience to play fucking Pong.
If you've never seen a video game before, you would love it. Trust me.
I mean, honestly, like I remember playing it just because you could find it online now. It's not that hard to like mimic and recreate. And honestly, like it's fun for a little bit.
And it came out with Asteroids.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking Asteroids, hell yeah.
I loved
Dude, Asteroids is fun.
the Breakout was good.
Remember Junk Boar? I found his kindred spirit.
Street Fighter.
You made like a little brick wall. So you'd be like, doop, 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 you know, you play the other player, and the whole point of the game is to trap the other player.
like Caterpillar?
So he runs into the wall. So you wanted to make a real big wall and trap the other guy inside it. Or you want a small wall to trap
You know what he's talking about? 'Cause I have no.
I think it's either called Snake or Caterpillar. What's the game called? Snake or was it Caterpillar? It was something like that.
I know there's Breakout, which it was kind of like Pong, where you bounce the ball up and knock it.
Yeah.
And Chunk Out. This was, you'd start with your little arrow thing and like, and you try to close each other in.
I think I know what he's talking about.
I know the game he's talking about, but I just forgot the name of
It'd be
it.
like a brick wall that you're forming when you went around, and when you ran into a wall, you lost. So you try to make it so the other guy ran into your wall, or his wall, or any wall.
A duck wearing bow tie walks into a pub, drinks a pint, fights dog, and
This great
loses.
one is called Space Harrier. I used to be real good at that.
A bow tie wearing duck has been injured in a drunken pub brawl with a local dog in
Big beefy
Comble
guy
Devon.
holding onto a rocket.
The booze-loving bird, affectionately named Star, was enjoying a pint of the old courthouse inn with his handler Barry Heyman when Heyman's canine Maggie sparked a bar brawl.
And you try to get these big
Oh my god.
fluffy caterpillars.
Wait, is there a video to that?
They had like a whole
I don't think so.
Little balls. You know, to make up the caterpillar, you try to destroy the caterpillar.
There's pictures of the duck enjoying alcohol though.
Hey, did they have
Who's
a
gonna
space
eat-
area on that? I used to be really good at that one.
What?
Look.
Why is the duck wearing? Wait a minute.
A little bow tie wearing duck drinking some pints.
Why is he wearing a bow tie?
Because why not? It's a fucking fancy ass duck. That's why he's a fancy gentleman. Straight up having some pints, and this duck had a fight with a dog and lost.
Well, no shit, it's dog.
That and Frogger, I used to.
Dude,
I
Frogger's
love
awesome.
Frogger because I could put
God,
a
I
quarter.
fucking hate Frogger.
I
What's wrong
put a
with Frogger?
quarter in. I could
Frogger's
play
fucking
for
annoying.
15 minutes, half an hour.
I mean, I can feel you with that.
I'd play other stuff. But
Fucking.
then when I started to get low on quarters, it hit Frogger.
Yep.
I could sit there for another hour with a couple quarters on Frogger.
Frogger's fucking annoying because you get to like a certain point, and then you're like super in it, and you think you got it, and then boom, you get hit by a fucking car, and you're like, God damn it.
Yep. Oh, and there's also a Tetris. I love Tetris.
I fucking hate Tetris.
Boom, Tetris Stringer. Boom, Tetris Stringer. Wait, there's an actual video?
Do they have Space Harrier on that?
On
I've only seen that
on
one.
my phone?
No,
Yeah.
just online.
Oh man, I guess I could look at it.
If you want to look up Space Harrier.
It might get it.
I love that game. That's pretty cool.
Alright, I'm out of here.
Alright, man. Peace out.
All right, catch
I
you
gotta kiss
later.
the bus.
Okie dokie. Space here. Oh, it has a game series. Tetris is invented in the Soviet Union. I know, but it's epic. It's a third-person arcade rail shooter developed by Sega, released in '85. Oh shit, they had it for... Dude, they have Space Harrier for the Nintendo Switch now.
Yeah?
Yeah, the Nintendo Switch is like a new console that Nintendo released a while back, and they are redoing a lot of their older games for the Switch. Dude, fuck yeah. So if I get a Nintendo Switch, I can get the game. Oh shit, yeah, they have...
Yeah, that's the guy running with a... Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, this...
He runs with a rocket shooting these giant caterpillars.
Oh, like these weird-ass fucking... Dude, their faces are weird as fuck. Yeah, this is the game my dad was talking about, Space Harrier. Dude, I'd totally play the shit out of this.
Oh, I used to love that game. I could only find
There's a one-eyed mammoth.
Yeah, I could only find one of them in this one bar, and I used to play that forever. I was really good at that.
Dude, the guy in his pink shirt. that pink shirt though. I have a Switch OLED. It's only $350.
I forget the pink shirt. I just remember holding a giant ass rocket shooting.
It's just a giant ass rocket just shooting some bitches.
I think the main thing there is a giant ass rocket. He's sitting there holding it under his arm. And you could like point at different directions, and he'd move different directions. You try to point it at the big puffball caterpillar or monster or whatever.
I guess there's a mobile version, at least for Space Area 2.
And you take it out one ball at a time until you finally got to the head. I think when you got to the head, if I remember correctly, it got mean and turned on you. So you had to be quick.
Yeah, it looks like it definitely looks like something I want to actually kind of play right now a little bit, but I don't have a way to do it, at least concurrently.
Oh, it's lots of fun. I learned the trick on how to win that no one else figured out.
You pay for the online service to get the free NES, Super Nintendo, and N64 games. Well, is the fee like a one-time thing, or is it like a $50 a year? I mean, for free games and pretty much as many games as you want, that really is not a bad deal. Like, if you have, like, you know, let's say, like, 10 games that you really like, that's, like, $5 a game right there, you know, a year. You know, so honestly, like, it's not really that bad. I remember, like, Xbox Gold back in the day used to be, like, fucking $80 or some shit a year. So, honestly, I mean, that's actually not bad.
Yeah, the trick to Space Harrier was you'd go in a circle.
Oh.
So you'd focus in
I wonder if I could...
the giant caterpillar, and it would be, like, going like this. But the trick was...
go do like this, because
like going
because if it's going up and down, you know, you can go around and avoid its hits.
Up and down, back and forth, but if you got the rhythm down, you could just like, you know, like fly up and around and back down to the ground, start running again. You'd have to run pretty fast holding onto a big ass rocket.
You would have to fucking like,
but yeah, if you
have like panzo chocolate and steroids.
You got that giant caterpillar down good.
You need to have like panzo chocolate and then like steroids and whatever the fuck they injected with Captain America with, you know, for that to work.
Yeah, there was. Oh, I forget. That was like forever ago when I played that. And I usually wasn't all that sober when I did. Because I was out with the friends drinking.
I need to go to Ground Control again at some point. The arcade bar in Portland. Because I wouldn't be surprised if they have at least a couple classics in there.
Ground Control?
Yeah, it's the arcade bar. It's actually right off the Max line. Yeah. Been there at least like twice, and my friends have been there a bunch of times before, but none of us have actually been there in a while.
Yeah, but it's stuff there.
From what I understand, from what I understand, it's like, my dog broke the last one.
That was. You need to set those not on this wobbly table.
It's fine now. Now that it's wherever the fuck he is.
So, stick a box of ammo on top of it. That'll work.
Oh, actually, that does help a little bit. I just put that there just to keep it out of the way.
It did. That wouldn't work with Bandit. He'd jump up here and
not
clear the table.
God, Bandit! Oh my God, he would destroy like this fucking table.
Just like, yeah, I want to lay here. Everything that's here is going, so I can lay.
You think cats would be nimble and avoid everything that is on a table, but no.
Yeah, they can if they want to.
I guess they can.
Like, I want some room. Just like.
The NES Super Nintendo catalog for the Switch is pretty big, but the N64 catalog is limited to about 20 games. Well, that kind of sucks. Dude, N64 had a shitload of games on it. Well, I guess maybe some of them overlap, too, a little bit. But still, that kind of sucks. They better have at least GoldenEye. If they don't have the N64 GoldenEye 007 game on there, that's a ripoff. Because that was my shit.
Yeah, I played that. Never got very good at it.
The only reason why I did is because my step-cousin had it, and then they gifted it to me. And then from there, it was like there was a save that had all the missions already completed, so, and it had all the cheats too, so I kind of eventually got good just by having like unlimited ammo and like extra health cheats and shit, you know, just to kind of help me along a little. And then eventually did my own run and got really close to completing it.
Oh, there's this. It's like a Dungeons and Dragons type of thing.
GoldenEye will be added later this year. Okay, so they're adding it. All right, I'll give them that.
Well, they've had like zombies and monsters and stuff. Get the name of that. It's kind of like a Dungeons and Dragons thing, and yeah, you're in a
Mazes and Monsters?
maze. And you always had to be careful when you came around the corner, because there might be a monster right there.
Yeah.
Ready to nail you.
Jump scare. Honestly, I like using GameCube controllers on N64 games better than standard controllers. I don't know what Nintendo was thinking with the 64 controller. To make it more complicated, because why not? I honestly like it, but not for actually using it, because actually holding on to that fucking thing is really horrible. But at least having fun with it, though, just, you know, just the aesthetic of it and everything, it's just, I mean, I don't know. I kind of have a little affinity and love for it. It's just an odd controller. It's like you got the little arm piece here, but then you got that weird centerpiece. And it's like they have a trigger on that centerpiece, but then like extra shit here, and it's a really complicated controller. But I love it for it though.
Yeah, I never liked the controllers that had the when they first started coming out. You know, like 4 buttons on this side with a button in the center, then 4 on this side with a button in the center.
Yeah.
Then a couple, you know,
And then like
couple in the middle. Those were usually like the on-off reset type of stuff.
yeah.
It's just like, too many damn buttons.
Switch also has Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2, which was my childhood. Nice. I have a GameCube controller for my Switch that I used to play Zelda.
Get
Nice.
towards food here. Ow.
Yeah, well, I got myself some food. I actually might need to re-up on tea. It's like Brawl using the Wii Remote nunchuck. It's so awkward. It feels like your whole hand controller. It's 2 separate halves for one controller. I know. I mean, it really does feel weird. But in a way, I still kind of love it though. Here. Okay. See what's on tune here real quick. Let's see. Let's see what's around. When I get paid, I'm gonna buy a few games for the Switch and Victoria 3. Yeah, I know. For my next day, I'm getting a 75 round drum mag for my AK. I'm making sure I get that just in case, because then at the very least I can have it grandfathered in. You know what I mean? So how does this sound? Blood, cherry, Coke, and Dr. Pepper for all hauling. What, for like mixers? Speaking of which, I don't know, some Jim Beam over there. Here, Sure, but also has to advertise a campaign. Hey, I'm down for it. Makes sense because cherries are red like blood. It would work, especially if you get like extra grenadine, you know, like that cherry grenadine stuff, you know, to put like an extra thick redness into her. Make them all jellified too. Make it all coagulated. I'm 40% sure new Mountain Dew flavors are creating through Richcraft. It's honestly, it has to be something. Like, cause honestly, where in the fuck do they think of these flavors? Cause I've seen some of these new flavors. I remember back when it was like they had the Code Red, the white one, and then like the red, white, and blue ones, because they were testing out which flavors to keep. Which I think they end up keeping all 3 of them anyway. Besides the white one, which honestly, funny enough, was my favorite Mountain Dew when they were doing that little trial run. And But yeah, basically though, like every time I'm just like, what weird concoction are they doing to make these flavors? Like, what are they using? Because when I look at the ingredients list, it's all relatively the same shit. It's like there may be like one or two differences and mostly coloring differences, but beyond that, it's like the same shit. It's like, what the fuck? You know what Phantom likes to do for Halloween? Take my nephew out, trick or treat, and you take all the candy he doesn't like. He hates sweet tarts and taffy. I miss Dew Shine, which is Mountain Dew flavored moonshine. Oh god, you know what? That honestly does not sound good. I feel like that'd be better with vodka. Like, with like a little lime juice or something to mix in with it. You're good, Uncle Ven. You are. That is some sweetness. Here. JP primaries have turned into mini stop to still fiascos. Oh god. Oh boy. November will be even worse. Ay ay ay. Ay, Dios mío. My uncle would give us candy, but we had to go where no one else could see us. Is that a dark, sinister joke? Now, if only Venom could find a girlfriend boyfriend who doesn't have a weird conservative... Who wasn't a weird conservative person? Hey.
So, I want to talk about the election.
Just gotta move up here.
I'm sick of hearing about the election. I'm sick of seeing the ads and the signs. I'm tired of it all. But as exhausted as I'm
but hey,
as exhausted,
you gotta do it. You gotta do it, goddammit.
Wall may be feeling already. Nothing will compare to how exhausted we're going to be feeling after the election takes place, because it is going to be a massive, massive shit show. How do I know this? Because it's already a shit show. It's already a shit show thanks to Donald Trump. Once you raise the specter of election fraud, you can never put the cat back in the bag. And so, essentially, this Reuters article is going to point out that GOP primaries have devolved into mini stop-the-steal shit shows across the country. So, let me just rephrase that. Republicans competing against other Republicans are accusing fellow Republicans of rigging elections because they lost their elections. This has happened multiple times. And
so it's not even that, like, the Dems are fucking, like, you know, stealing the elections, but, like, even the rhinos and the fellow Republicans are doing the same thing. It's just like, what?
So if it's happening during GOP primaries, imagine after this election.
So the issue is solving itself? I guess so. It's like, you rigged it against me, you Republican piece of shit. Wait, what are you talking about, brother? I am, you're a Republican too. I know, and you stole from me, you son of a bitch. It's like, what?
And they lose.
It's like you primaried against. It's like, okay.
Fraud we're going to be dealing with again. So we still haven't been able to convince these rubes that 2020 was not stolen. So next, the task is convincing them that 2020 and 2022 also was not stolen. It doesn't matter how the election goes. Like, the GOP can take back the House and the Senate. Individual GOP candidates that lose their elections are going to raise the specter of fraud.
Rude.
It's happening.
Weird, bro.
Laura Loomer, prime example of it, accusing her GOP opponent of fraud. Inside the El Paso County Clerk's office in Colorado, where officials had gathered in July to recount votes in a Republican nominating contest for this year's midterms, dozens of angry election watchers pounded on the windows, at times yelling at workers and recording them with cell phones. Sound familiar? Sounds just like 2020.
Yeah, a little bit.
In the hallway, a group prayed for evil to descend on the election team. Said that praying for evil to descend.
Praying for evil to what?
Like, aren't you supposed to pray for God's like light or holiness to descend? They're praying for evil to descend. That seems a little bit weird to me. Anyways, said the county's Republican clerk Chuck Broman. It's astonishing to me to hear something like that. The election watchers had showed up to observe a 5-day recount of votes for 4 Republican candidates who claimed the primary was fraudulent in a contest where they faced other Republicans. So we're seeing in this one race multiple claims of fraud. And this isn't the only anecdote, folks. It's
Just
gonna
for
get a
one
lot more
fucking race?
insane.
Wow.
Protesters had mobilized outside the clerk's office holding signs with the signature, "Stop the steal." It's bad. It's just that we're repeating history. We're repeating 2020. Copy
Just
paste.
doing it again,
Reuters
'cause why
documented
not?
Multiple incidents of intimidation involving an expanding army of election observers, many of them recruited by prominent Republican Party figures and activists, echoing Trump's false theories about election fraud. The widespread voter fraud in the 2020 election, as alleged by Trump.
Republicans give voting since most positions are between two Republicans are running unopposed. Yeah. Luckily for me, for mayor, it seems like it's just basically between two Dems who happen to, basically just kind of be somewhat similar. Like, there's a few things in here that I am not, 100% sure with and shit, but also at the same time, it's just, they're pretty much, either unopposed or just, not really too much different. I don't know enough about.
Yeah. So the recruitment of these Stop the Steal people by the RNC and GOP officials, we knew months ago that this was going to be a problem, and the problems from that are already manifesting. And there's, again, numerous examples here. So interviews with more than 24 election officials, as well as representatives of groups driven by false theories
I'd vote for
about
Ted
election
Wheeler over
fraud
anyone in my
and
area. I
examination
wouldn't.
of poll-watching training materials revealed an intensifying grassroots efforts to recruit activists.
I mean, considering that I, see a lot of the direct results of what Ted Wheeler is about and what his policies were and shit, or I guess the lack thereof. I mean, no, I wouldn't, because honestly, it's just there wouldn't be much of a difference. Actually, the big question is who isn't guilty of fraud in the Republican Party? That is a good question. None of them. They all pretty much are.
This year's primary
In one way, shape, or
could
form.
foreshadow problems in November's local, state, and national races. Officials and experts worry the campaign will deepen the distrust about America's election process and lead to further harassment and threats to already besieged election workers. And see,
Is Ted Wheeler completely homosexual?
In the
Yes.
event after 2020, people realized that they were wrong in saying that the election was stolen, and Trump had admitted, "I was wrong." This issue would have corrected itself. But it's only going to get worse with each subsequent election. So the issue is going to compound. So in 2020, it's bad. But in 2022, it's going to get worse. In 2024, it's going to get exponentially worse. Do you understand? We're going down a very dangerous path. And democracy is in danger. Election officials in 3 other states, North Carolina, Arizona, and Nevada, reported similar incidents. In 16 North Carolina counties alone, officials noted unusually aggressive observers during May's primary elections, according to a state election board survey. Some attempted to take photographs of sensitive voting equipment or intimidated voters at polling places in violation of North Carolina's election laws. Now, the ways in which that this can manifest is you'll see this dipshit MAGA chud who sees a black person and goes up to them and says, "Hey, do you have your ID?" And then that could instigate a confrontation.
Do you observe aggressively? Probably by having tactical gear, by hiding your identity, and maybe having a weapon on you while watching.
To attorneys who can challenge that particular voter. They're being trained to challenge voters. So if somebody is not necessarily savvy, if they aren't very informed about the way that voting works or the requirements or eligibility, we know what this is going to lead to. A lot of racial profiling, a lot of accusations that are completely unfounded. So it's going to be a complete fucking disaster, and I'm already dreading it. Every election going forward in the United States, I will dread because of these Stop the Steal dipshits. It's not going to stop. It's going to get worse. They're going to get louder. And even when...
I mean, as they already pretty much are at this point. Yeah, another reason mail-in voting should be more mainstream. Exactly. Which is why I got mine right here. Oh, because it's not that big of a deal. Don't have to worry about it. There's still a few things I need to fill out in this. But I get to take my time with it, so, I'll think about it. And plus, I don't have to worry about fucking weirdos like this, intimidating me and shit with, their guns or whatever because I'm sitting in line waiting to vote.
Or retake Congress, it doesn't matter because any Republican who loses and who's mad about it, they're just going to cry fraud. And that's going to lead to more skepticism. It's just
Alabama does have a mail-in voting unless you have a, quote, good reason. Which, as far as I'm concerned, is whatever reason you got.
can't unring that bell once it's been rung, right? So, during early voting in Arizona's Pima County, an election observer was told to put away binoculars. Another was caught looking at private voter data, and another was asked to stop making comments about fraudulent elections, according to a September report by the county recorder's office reviewed by Reuters. State law forbids voter intimidation and obstructing election workers. Now, state laws that forbid intimidation, these are going to get pushed to the absolute test.
Yeah.
And it's going to get really ugly. Pima County Recorder Gabrielle...
You know what, let's should sue these people as examples. Say, see, these people are trying to make voters feel unsafe. And honestly, I actually unironically agree with you. Like, when you got, like, people who are fucking doing voter intimidation, yeah, sue them. You know, take them to court about it. You know, you got the evidence of it. You know, especially when they're all, like, teched out in gear and shit and got photos of, you know, them being there. So, yeah, you know, fucking sue them.
Kelly said her election staff received multiple complaints from voters that individuals were shouting at them from outside the 75-foot circumference around polling stations where interaction with voters is banned. The concern is it makes people feel unwelcome. In Nevada's Washoe County, people with night vision goggles stood outside the registrar's building and aimed their cameras at election workers counting votes on primary night in June, two Washoe County officials told Reuters. Like, imagine the armed thugs who are going to be watching, perhaps not at polling stations, but just nearby, letting you know that, you know, if you try to break the laws, they're going to be there to punish you. Like, this is going to get so ugly, people. Poll watchers have been a feature of American democracy since the 18th century. Recruited by parties and candidates and regulated by state laws and local rules, people from both parties keep an eye on the voting and each other to make sure things go smoothly. In some places, poll watchers are different from challengers who can point out people they suspect aren't legal voters. In other states, poll watchers are also do the challenging. So, groups that question the legitimacy of the 2020 vote have helped recruit thousands of observers who support dramatic changes to how Americans vote, including doing away with...
should go to polling stations armed to the teeth and when asked why I say I feel unsafe and MAGA dipshits watching me. I wouldn't necessarily encourage that, but I wouldn't necessarily blame someone for feeling that way.
To hand-counted paper
Missing works
ballots.
too, but I meant
Now,
as an argument for the whole mail-in voting thing. Oh, well, yeah.
Trying to intimidate people who show up to vote. What a lot of people don't realize is that you can ask to audit the vote. Just go to your county clerk's office, and when the election is over, you can audit it yourself. They'll give you the results. That's your right as an American citizen.
Yeah.
But rather than doing that, they think that it's going to be stolen if they don't stop it while the theft is in process. So they're not just going to audit the election after it takes place. They're going to try to prevent fraud to begin with, because that's what they think is happening. This is going to be something that we see. Come election day, you're going to see tons of viral videos of confrontation.
What's auditing? I mean, it's basically like a request to see the results and shit, and they can pull them up for you, and you can, you know, look over them. I mean, essentially is what it is when it comes to this context.
Pictures.
Which is, you're right. Like, I mean, it's public information, you know, all in all. I mean, because it's a public election, so, you know, it's all, you know, all you'd have to, you know, do is just like, hey, we, you know, want to request an audit, you know, of this election, you know, or this, you know, election year or whatever the fuck, and, you know, you should be able to bring it up at, you know, so, being election, I would think so. Instead, that thinks the IRS is going to try to break down our dole amount. Like, the IRS is going to give a fuck about some random bloke, you know, out in fucking Alabama.
And voters, it's, yeah, I don't look forward to it.
Me neither. I'll lock it for them. Yeah, so they don't break the door down. It's gonna get crazy that every polling place may be like Jan 6. I mean, okay, we have our own shit show problems. Conservatism has devolved to parody of its worst successes, both here in USA. I feel like we're living in a comic book. Yeah, because America kind of owns you now, UK. That's why. You know, we like snowball a lot of the bullshit straight down to you. Gotta love it. Yeah, there's like kind of a few different like Trump MAGA types and shit that are fucking, you know, on that ballot too, which, don't worry, that shit's already been voted, you know, against their ass. Be like, nope. No bueno. That's just like a few that I just need to kind of look up some more information on and all that shit. Pepper Jack Cheez-Its and Diet Cherry Coke earlier. Left-wing poll watcher? No. I don't want to be doing that. Boo. I just want to drop my fucking thing off and be good. Be like I'm making sure Trump don't rig the election. And I'm sure they're gonna totally buy that. I mean, there's like, you know, like using similar tactics and playing by the similar game and shit, you know, when it comes to like fascists and shit. But then it's like literally stooping to their level of, you know, doing things. And it's like, I mean, I definitely, you know, don't mind adopting, you know, certain tactics and shit, but like, you know, I wouldn't necessarily want to stoop down to a low to where I'm, you know, also like basically being a voter intimidator. I'm like, yeah. Fascists can do it, you can too. Well, that's kind of not the point. It's like, well, the fascists could genocide people. It's like, so can we. It's like, no. Just because they do a thing doesn't mean that everyone else can do it too. Don't believe in limiting my attacks to do anything to stop them. I mean, I don't necessarily disagree, but at the same time, you know, it's just like, you know, I don't want to get other people in the crossfire, so to speak. Being at a polling place, I mean, it's not just going to be fascist people that vote. And also, it'd be kind of hard to tell just based off of, you know, just people walking into a polling place. I mean, because honestly, when I was walking up to where my mom was at and shit, like, there was a lot of, you know, like, kind of progressive leaning signs, like Jamie McLove Skinner, Tina Kotek, shit like that. But, of course, there's a few fucking houses and shit that have, like, you know, the Trump freak, you know, Christina Drazin or whatever her fucking name is. And it's like, oh, yeah, great. But I don't know what they fucking look like. I mean, I don't know, you know, who they are and shit. I just know that they happen to be around. And also, at the same time, though, it's just like, they're not, like, you know, it's just like they're not totally gonna be, like, those same type of people are gonna be out of their way to fucking try to, like, you know, take up a gun and shit, too. Like, the fascists that, you know, that go out of way doing that type of shit, or at least around here, are not as many. You don't have to worry about as much, but when they're around here, I tend to prefer, you know, for them to fuck off. And, you know, to get the fuck out of town. Because they need not apply to be here. Go on to Reddit here real quick, see what's on here. Conservatives think everything is satanic. They even think certain Christian churches are satanic because they think LGBTQ plus people should be treated with respect and dignity. Daily Wire hosts on anime. I think it's all satanic. I have no argument for it. I have no argument for why it's satanic. It just seems that way to me. And of course, it's that stupid fucking faggot Matt Walsh. Who just looks like a like, he looks exceptionally like an inbred. He just looks like an inbred fucking cracker if I've ever seen one right there. It's like, ew, gross. Blech. Blech. My 56-year-old roommate berating my friend because he's black. What is with these old white racist ladies? Like, oh my god, she exceptionally looks like an old white racist lady. She's got like the Karen blazer, she's got the Karen haircut, she's got like the, I mean, this is like the wino mom blazer. She's got the Karen haircut, and she's got like the midlife crisis face on her, going on and shit. Like, this is a Karen through and through.
Now we figured it out. It's a fucking mystery. No, don't get any closer to me. Get away from me.
Okay.
Get away from me. Get away from me.
Okay.
Get away from me.
You don't pay
Get
to
away
be
from
here.
me.
You don't pay here. You don't pay here.
Get away from me.
You don't
What is she doing?
Hold on, you have one more time. You have one more time.
Yeah, okay. You don't pay me. Okay. So, no problem. You don't pay to be here, but you think you
You don't pay to be here? So what? He's visiting.
I'm filming you. Cut it out. Cut it out.
I want you to call.
And I want you to cut it out.
Close.
We're not
Is she drunk? She actually might be drunk on wine. She actually might be like a legitimate wino. Like, she actually seems drunk. Like, you should call the cops. You don't pay to be here. She really honestly sounds legitimately like drunk as fuck on some wine. Like, she had a whole box of wine to herself and she is ready and fired up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
call the police. I'm not calling the police. I'm not calling anyone.
she's like about to fucking throw some hands. Like, I'm about to throw hands at you, boy. I'm gonna take my jacket off, you son of a bitch. It's like, what is this lady doing? Dude, she is drunk. Dude, there's no other explanation. Either she's just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, drunk, or frankly both. I'm going for that third option. Like, she is drunk and a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Are you leaving me alone?
Yeah, well, I don't understand when you say call.
Why? And she also has just another jacket on, too. She has 2 jackets on.
Are you paying attention?
Are you
How are you feeling?
How are you feeling? I can't put anything here.
Is she trying to do sign language, too?
Get out of my face. What did I tell you? What?
Okay.
Hold this.
You know, congratulations.
Who are you calling?
You know what? Congratulations, huh? Dude, she's stumbling around like she is legitimately drunk. Let's just go back for a second there. Like,
Congratulations.
Who are you calling?
she's... Yeah, that little, like that little stumble was a drunk wino stumble. Dude, she needs to lay off the wine. She needs to take some of, like, like the flesh of Jesus, eat some of the, some of the bread, and, you know what I'm saying? Quit drinking, the blood of Jesus, start eating some of his flesh, you know what I mean? And just fucking, sober yourself up, lady. Go upstairs, sober yourself up, listen to, like, an audible Bible verse or two or something, and calm yourself. Yeah, too much wine, Karen. Too much wine there. But she's coming back.
You're hilarious. And if you step back over here.
Oh, shit. How'd you live in with your aunt? She got him a sweet car bed, CB rated. Talk to all the other car beds. What the fuck? Let's see some of these other ones. That's his mom, and he lives with his mom. We're in the videos she makes so in the title only. I mean, yeah, honestly, I will admit, there wasn't really anything about her that was striking, like, her being racist towards him, but she was definitely being belligerent and drunk and did not like him. I mean, maybe it was for racist reasons, but at least the video didn't show that. But, like, she obviously got some issues with some alcohol. Like, I mean, that's some truth. Like, she needs to chill out on the wine, I mean, it's like, she strikes me that she probably has racist intent, but she wasn't being racist in the clip, at least, so I'll give her that, I suppose. But she's not in the right. Like, she needs to chill the fuck out. Like, she did not like him for whatever reason. You know, probably because he's black, but I mean, nothing about the video really showed that inherently. Outside that, well, she's doing that to him. But what a weird lady. And she just like took that jacket off like she was about to throw some fucking hands, but then just puts those hands in her pocket, just like, eh. Like, what did her brain just like subconsciously like, I'm about to fight this guy, but her body and like her like sober mind was like, don't do that. Like, I mean, like, what was going on there when she like threw that jacket off, like about ready to throw some hands, dude? It's just like, what the fuck? Oh my god, this lady though. Hi. Anyway, we'll check this out, maybe see some other subreddit, public freakout shit. My manager is so fun. For context, he dumped this shift on me the night before. I have a plumber from the landlord coming to fix leaks, or else I get charged for the water use. Wait, what? All day, sorry. Please, it's gonna cost me. I can't close the restaurant. It costs me more. Sorry. Why didn't you get someone to cover before? Oh, what? I started crying. Wait, what? Oh, shit. What did that say? I started crying at this point because it's so hard to save. In this comment, I'm already planning on having a wedding at a government park to keep the costs low. Tell your plumber to meet them there. And sorry, I can't. Please, I don't want to have to dip into my wedding fund again because of this. I guess since I want to meet them there if we want one time. I already have to postpone from April to the fall now. I don't want to let some stranger in my apartment. I guess then my dad to meet him there. I still want to be the one to get all the information about what's wrong with my leaks. So then I can't. I'm going to sleep. See you tomorrow. 11 to close. Dude, what a shit. Dude, what a fucking shit, bro. It's like, nah. Sounds like you shouldn't go. They screwed themselves. No to your boss is a complete answer. It is. Like, frankly, it's like, I don't want to have to do this. I can't do this. You know, yeah, why couldn't you find somebody else? It's like, well, maybe too bad. It's like, well, no. If I'm not scheduled for it, I don't have to go in. Fuck you. So, I hope this person didn't go in. Like, honestly, because, fuck that. You know what? Like, if anything, it's like, you know what? It's like, hey, I'll make sure that my shit's all dealt with when it comes to my leaks and shit, because my landlord's a fucking bitch. And then, you know, I'll show up after that. You know, it's going to be a shorter shift, but you know what? Hey, I'll at least show up then, once it's all done. If they're still going to fuck with you about it, then it's like, alright, well, you know what? I ain't showing up then. You know, it's like, it's calling anyway, so fuck you. I don't have to replace the shift. You fucked yourself with that. So, I hope that person didn't fucking go in. Because that is indeed some bullshit. What in the fuck is that? That sunfish was found dead off the coast of the Azores. It was record-breaking 6,000 pounds. Absolute unit. Holy shit. That's a huge fucking sunfish. Well, a dead one. That's a huge fucking sunfish, dude. Those sunfish are weird fucking fish. Weird ass looking creatures. But they're still so cool. Whoa. Human dog bones. Human bog bones. Bog bones? Discovered in Stone Age campsite in Germany. Bog bones, huh? Oh, because it was found in a region that's kind of a bog. Okay, that's fucking dope. Cool. Found some ancient humans that we just dug up and like, hey, what's up? What's up, ancient humans? What's up, ancient humans and their bones? I actually saw this one thing on subreddit that was like the skull of I think of like some like Incan like king or like tribes leader or some shit that had like a feather crown, but he had like these two like gold teeth that were put here and right here, and they at least believe that they were either like fillings after the fact that he died, and then they were put in there once he died and shit as kind of like a ceremonial thing after burial, or it's like a cover, you know, kind of like how some teeth might have a little kind of like a little sheath or a cover on their tooth or whatever. It was like something like that, where it kind of wrapped around the tooth a little bit and kind of stuck in place. Which that is actually pretty fucking cool, which is honestly, it's like, damn, fucking, yeah, like indigenous peoples had like some insane drip. Fucking getting like those gold fucking grills and shit before they were even a thing. It's just like, fuck yeah, dude. Because you'll like see that in like some music videos and shit like that, where people like got legit grills in their teeth and stuff, and it's like, hey, now it's, you know, you could say that like ancient peoples from way back yonders and stuff are, you know, doing the same shit. What else on Russian drone drops bombs on Ukrainian infantry? Wait, so drone footage from the other side of things now? Okay. Artifact point. What's this? Workers excavating plastered bodies of victims at Pompeii who were killed by the volcanic eruption. Whoa. Well, that's fucking sinister and kind of eerie. Here.
Chose the...
Whoa.
The...
Ah, mute that. Just... Alright. Firefighter shot and kill. Prosecutors withheld any charges due to self-defense. What? No charges for woman who shot and killed off-duty firefighter. Oh, I know this fucking story and shit. Like, apparently these two, this couple were having like, you know, some sort of, you know, like altercation inside the shop or whatever the fuck. And of course, you know, this firefighter guy kind of intervenes and shit after the dude pulls out a gun from the car and he scuffles away from him, and then her dumbass picks the gun up, which isn't hers and is also illegal too. And she's just, oh my god, I hate it. Oh my god, I hate this video because she's just carelessly aiming that gun with her finger on the fucking trigger just at everybody. And there's like an extended mag on there and shit. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, you're like, you dumb fucks. I mean, that, like, both of them should, like, both of those, like, people need to be put in fucking prison as far as I'm concerned. But, no, I guess it was somehow self-defense, even though they were the ones who were instigating shit. Look on that woman was not charged due to stand your ground laws in Missouri. She wasn't even the one being attacked, so it shouldn't even fucking apply. Like, aye. Like, it sounds like those stand your ground laws are very fucking loose. Because, like, just because you happen to know somebody who's being attacked and shit doesn't mean that suddenly applies to you because you are hunky-dory and safe and not being attacked and not in harm's way. So, there ain't no reason for you to stand your ground in that situation. It's like, that's some bullshit. And also, it's like, it's not even like the dude was gonna fucking, like, end his life or some shit. It's just pinning his ass down. Because especially after brandishing a fucking gun, yeah, like, you're gonna, so, like, you make sure he's pinned down and he can end up. Like, no shit. Dios mío. A 12-year-old kid goes around damaging neighbors' properties until he gets arrested? What the fuck? What a little shitbag. What a little shit.
What are you doing? Stop.
No. Hey, bro, stop. Hey.
Yo, damn, dude, that kid. Holy shit, yo. Dude, this kid is out for blood. It's like, no, fuck you.
Over there.
Fuck off! Leave me alone! Down!
Oh!
Did he break it? No. He's
Watch
trying.
Come back and hit you in your face.
Damn, what is that glass made of? Dude, that window's not being busted at all.
Hey, put that one on. Stop, man.
Jeez. I mean, evidently, like, there is a lot of, like neglect on the parents' side, you know, of this kid here. And considering it looks like a more of an upper class, you know, like, type of fucking neighborhood and shit, I guarantee you they're probably just a bunch of rich yuppie parents that are like, yes, yeah, play with this child, I don't care. And, like, barely paying attention to him. So, if anything, this really just seems like, you know, like, child neglect, and the kid is, you know, literally is desperately trying to seek attention, and this is like how he's doing it. This is what it really kind of strikes me as.
Double kill.
He's trying really hard to get that window broken, though.
Kid's gone wild. Gotta get.
Give me the rock. You don't tell me what to do. You got him coming?
Yeah, that's definitely sounded like a lot of, you know, neglect. It's like, don't tell me what to do. Like, I mean, it's like the one time the parents are like, yes, remember, and he's just like, no, and they probably just don't listen to him or pay attention to him, so he tries to lash out, and now he's, this really just strikes me as a lot of child neglect type of shit. You trying to set him in for rock?
Juwan, move out the way.
Take him in the damn house.
He don't. He can't. Watch out, Juwan, move. He's throwing rocks and stuff at the neighbors.
You know what? I'm gonna go get my handcuffs.
Yeah. You got to put him on the handcuffs.
You gotta get off my bike! Oh!
He's trying to take his bike. I mean, that bike wasn't gonna get damaged over that.
That lady's calling them.
This kid is trying so hard to break that window. He has like a vendetta against that car.
What do people have against squirrels and bird feeders?
I don't know.
Just like, the squirrels are eating all my bird food.
Throws rocks at the neighbors.
Minute.
Hey, do you have handcuffs?
How much does bird food cost? What do squirrels have?
I'll tell it to the police.
That's enough. They coming?
So, like, the one time the kid finally got, like, pinned down and he's all like, no, no! Like, he's trying to beat the victim. It's like, kid, shut up. Like, you are literally, like, trying to destroy property and attack people.
He thinks he can do what he wants because he's safe.
You know the address?
Damn, this kid, like, like, he's got weird strength. Like, he can't break a window, but he's, like, breaking out of this dude's, like, fucking pinned grasp. Like, holy shit.
Baby, you
Yeah, but you need to go stay at your house and tell me
How hard to keep this dog on a leash?
That's three cars.
Like run off with you, or?
It depends. Depends on his energy. Earlier today he was. Like, running me or walking me more than anything.
Taking you for a walk?
A little bit. But he's tuckered out, so he might be walked instead.
Well, not right now.
Oh, there's the cops.
Like when I usually went with Bandit.
Mm.
I need to start walking again. I'm getting way too stiff.
Now the kid's like crying and being like, "No, I'm being taken to juvie." It's like you were literally damaging property and attacking things, kid. I mean, it's more or less, neglected parents. I hope there are no pets in that home. I mean, honestly, probably no remaining pets. Definitely no parents. Yep.
World's smartest invention, the squirrel boss. It's like a bird feeder, and if a squirrel's on it, you can push the button and it shocks him. It's just like.
Well, that's mean.
What the? So the squirrels eat some of your bird feed.
It's like isn't there like a gravity-based thing where that works just as well? Where if a squirrel gets on it, it actually closes it. So they can't get to it. But a bird, if it lands, it won't close because a bird is.
Depends on how big the bird is.
I get it.
What the hell? Let the squirrels stare.
I mean, yeah, don't shock a squirrel. Don't zap a squirrel, fucking asshole.
I hear all this about this. The squirrels are eating all my bird food. And it's like, okay, every morning put a certain amount of bird food out. The birds get some, the squirrels get some.
Or just have a squirrel feeder not near the bird feeder, and then the squirrels will go to that instead.
Yeah, but Larry's on the mountain, they had the squirrel feeder. It was like a big jar. You could screw it on, and you hang it on the side of the tree, and you fill it with like peanuts or
almonds,
whatever.
Walnuts.
So the squirrels would go there, and then if you wanted a bird feeder, you could hang it way out on the edge. So the birds could have their little teeny seeds, and the squirrels had their nuts.
Yeah.
And everyone's happy.
Exactly. Which I actually need to, like...
Ever since I came here, everyone hates squirrels. I'm just like, what the heck?
Well, not now. Like, I mentioned...
You don't like bird food. I'm just like, well...
I hear a lot of people that feed...
Bird food's cheap.
Like, when I started feeding the squirrels a little bit, and I started mentioning that around my workplace, like, I realized that at least, like, every other person that, at least at that time, was working there, or even customers, too, also fed them. Like, I don't hear about people hating squirrels. Outside maybe, like, one or two people.
Yeah, they don't like them getting in their bird feeders. And I seen this one thing on keeping the squirrels out of your bird feeder. They had this huge, complicated maze of, like, a wire going across and things that turned around and all kinds of stuff.
It actually kind of like stimulates the squirrel's brain.
The squirrels learned how to get through all these anti-squirrel devices and get to the bird food.
Well, if anything, it was more like a maze, for them to, like, learn how to get to the food.
Well, it wasn't a maze, it was just like a whole bunch of, like a big ring around the tree where they couldn't get up, and then the wire going over to the bird feeder with like a little bit of like pieces of PVC pipe or something. When the squirrel stepped on it, it turned, and it did like a whole bunch of little spiky things sticking out. Like a whole massive set of squirrel deterrent. And eventually, the squirrels... Can I leave that door open? No.
She's just laying there.
And eventually, the squirrels learned how to go across it.
Well, yeah.
I want one of those just so I can be entertained.
Well, yeah, I mean, squirrels are smart. I mean, they can figure that type of shit out.
To get to the bird feeder.
I mean, squirrels are smart. They can figure shit out like that. I mean, like, if, they have, like, an obstacle in the way, they'll learn how to solve that shit and figure it out.
I just saw the world's dumbest, they have the world's smartest inventions. The squirrel boss. You push the button and it shocks the squirrel. Now, you have to be even more bored than I am, sitting looking out the window, waiting with your thing to see a squirrel jump on your bird feeder. You push the button and shock the
At that
squirrel.
point, just why not just watch them? They'll be just as entertaining.
Yeah, I'd rather watch the squirrel, and so I go for more bird food. Ugh.
Anything else on tube?
I never did, like, no one likes squirrels. Ah, you don't want bird food. That's like, well,
I heard they make good eating.
and then one of the celebrities making comments, it was like, yeah, if you call them out, you can get the squirrel slow cooker.
I mean, we wouldn't even need
They
a slow
showed
cook
a
it.
picture of a couple squirrels in a crock pot. It's just like, oh.
Down here.
Actually, in an apocalypse, although you don't get much meat off them,
Well, there's a lot of squirrels around. I
it's
mean,
food.
if you grab like 6 of them, you can feed yourself every day. 2 squirrels for breakfast, 2 for lunch, and 2 at night. Boom. There you go.
I decided get a bird feeder for the squirrels cub. Fine, let them have them. And what I don't like is when the wasps build a great big wasp nest inside the bird feeder, so when you try to add more bird food, seeds and whatnot.
Well, at that point, the birds don't even.
Form an angry wasp.
Well, at that point, birds won't even show up.
I'd rather have squirrels. The silver sphere is like a little wood platform with a big, like, mason jar. Not quite as big as about half the size of a paint can. About as long, but half as big. You fill it with like peanuts or whatever. Put it in the squirrel feeder.
Oh shit, when do I go to work tomorrow? Fuck. Don't even know what time. Shit.
Although I think they were trying to get the squirrels
Oh, what
away
time is it?
from
Can I still get to work?
the house.
Yeah.
A
Okay.
different spot.
Right here. Load this last little bowl, call it good. I actually need to run to work real quick, just see what the fucking schedule is. Just remind myself of that. Man, I was gonna wrap it up anyway.
I've always seen birds before. They're pretty protective if they're hungry. Or if they eat their food, they're on them. Until they're full, then they go away, and the squirrel can have what they
Yeah.
live.
Well, I'll go at least for the rest of the night, so.